Good afternoon. It's 3 o'clock. I'm Joe Spinano live from MTSU. The Titans return to practice today as the prep for their trip to Vegas on Sunday begins. According to current practice reports, J.C. Latham and Bryce Oliver both returned. There was no sign of Arden Key, Jeffrey Simmons, Blake Hance, or James Lynch. Veteran rest days for Tony Pollard, Tyler Lockett, and L'Jarius Sneed. Earlier today, the Titans signed kicker Matthew Wright to the practice squad. Wright has a career field goal percentage of 87.3%, including going 4 for 4 in 2 games for the Titans in 2024. In NFL news today, Bengals head coach Zach Taylor announced that newly acquired quarterback Joe Flacco will start for the Bengals against the Packers on Sunday. Lamar Jackson did not practice today. It's his 4th straight missed practice, and Giants ruled out wide receiver Darius Slayton with a hamstring injury for the Thursday night football game against the Eagles. For your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone Wednesday edition. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. It feels like fall out here. No humidity. Sun is shining. We are broadcasting live from the Grove at MTSU in Murfreesboro in advance of Missouri State at MTSU. A little Wednesday night football here. 6:30 p.m. kickoff on ESPN2. MTSU comes in at 1-4, needs a win tonight. Missouri State at 2-3. Missouri State was a 2.5-point favorite all week. 1.5 now, so a little money coming in on the Blue Raiders. MTSU needs to convert third downs tonight. They are 130th in America with a 29.9% success rate. Need to get that done. Missouri State will give you penalty yardage. They're near the bottom of the list in the college football world in terms of penalty yardage. Quarterback Nick Vattiato for MTSU, fun player to watch, man. Has had a great career as Blue Raider quarterback, 1,132 yards passing, 6 touchdowns on the season. Jaquel Middlebrook, 59 carries, 340 yards and 2 touchdowns, and the wide receiver Najee Cox, 24 receptions, 341 yards, 4 touchdowns. A little background information for you there. Slay Dog is here.
I'm in the building. Yeah.
We're taking school outside, Slay Dog.
Yeah, man, and it's good to be out here back in the borough. Shout out to all the professors who let all the kids out of all the students out of class today.
See, you do that all the time when we come do these midweek games here, and then professors come around.
Yeah, I'm a man of the students. Listen, I'm for the students. Like I told y'all, man, I was 4H treasurer, and I think that carries over so far. Like, in my mind, I'm still a part of the student body council. So I'm student body left today.
Secretary of the 4H club.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Y'all don't downgrade me.
Oh.
Treasurer.
Oh, treasurer.
Come on now.
Yeah, you're in charge of the
Just
money.
because I was note taking don't mean I wasn't there. There's money up under them notes. That's all I'm telling you.
In charge of the money.
Yeah,
which means you have the power. Which means you have the women.
Come on. Respect, too.
I mean, that's what Scarface taught us.
Come on, man. We done seen that many times. But, y'all, let me tell you this.
Tell me what.
Every time.
I legit thought she was about to run that scooter right through that.
Through that tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, that angle right there didn't look like that. That's a little Back to the Future. A little
that
trickery.
Is a weird angle. Yeah, trickery.
Trickery. Yeah. So, this is how I know we're about to approach fall.
Yeah.
Every time we come up here, you can always feel the weather break. Like it's never too hot, never too cold. It's always just right now. Let me go on and say, too, the third time that we come up here is cold. So we got one more time that's going to be straight. Then the third time when we come up here, that's going to be pretty cold out here. But I will like to say, man, the hospitality that MTSU gives us, the AD, the president, everybody letting us post up right here. Y'all just let Kirby drive all over y'all grass. We love this, man. We could never be in a place better that lets Kirby drive all over their grass. Kirby, don't do donuts this time.
I'm surprised they let him still park that van in.
That's what I'm saying. He the only one really that can do that. Anybody else, they make them drop off, leave, unless you got some kind of like plastered sign you affiliated with MTSU. But the Curbster do what he want, go where he want.
Now, hold on a minute. Did you say plastered sign? Yeah, so they've got inflatables in the Grove. Man, if you're looking for something to do this evening, just pop on over here. And find the
Fun
Grove.
times.
Just put the Grove in your GPS, and you, unlike Kirby sometimes, you can park in the grass.
Shout out to
But they've
people.
got a stage, like they're gonna have artists,
Yeah.
like singing.
See, now we didn't deal with that last time.
It was over there.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Now it's right in front of us, so I don't know how that's gonna.
Yeah.
It's underneath the big oak tree.
Sure is.
One of them. Anyway, the MTSU football players will walk through here.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have the cheerleaders and the dance team doing their thing
Yep.
in celebration of that. So it's fun to be on campus. Wednesday night game. I know it's kind of weird, but they get ESPN2 coverage.
Yes, they do. You got to take that anytime you get on that platform. Derek Mason, I know ain't turning it down.
No, hell no, and he needs a win.
Got to get a win on this one.
1-4
Yep.
MTSU. 1.5 point underdog coming in tonight against Missouri State. Titans and Raiders coming up this week, and we've got a lot going on with regard to the show today. In terms of guests, Kirk Morrison, analyst for the Raiders Radio Network, a teammate of Babs's on College Football Saturdays, will join us at 3:20. That's in the next segment. We'll do a little intel there on the Raiders. Is Brock Bowers going to be able to go this weekend?
It's key.
We'll talk about that. He's got a PCL and a bone bruise in the knee.
A little double whammy right there. You
Little double whammy. May or may not be funny coming up today. And I'll just give you a little hint. Ross had to bleep some things.
Ross has been to work,
So we'll see if he caught everything.
unlike Zephyr.
And I think you're going to like it. Like
I can't wait.
Honestly, I thought about you when I pulled this one.
Oh, good. That's why.
Yeah.
Did you put it in our chat though?
No,
Okay,
I want you to hear
Good.
first in the on air.
Perfecto.
Coach Mack coming up at 4 o'clock, presented by Two Rivers Ford. Todd Furman, the 3HL Sports betting window will be open at 4:20. Big Jeff from the 911 Nashville red carpet with Babs last night. She caught up with Big Jeff last night. And by the way, Babs will be here momentarily.
Yeah. It's on the
She
way.
is maneuvering her way in here. Shout out, presented by your mom and them.
Okay. Big shout out coming.
Shout out to Bop.
Sir Bop a lot.
Bop came up big today.
Yes, he did.
We pulled in, we came to the table, and Bob had a big bag of Chick-fil-A ready to go.
Ready, locked and loaded, sauces intact. That's what I was proud of.
I mean, yeah, you got the sandwich, and you immediately go, "Hey, Bob, I can't eat this without sauce." And Bob goes, "I know you."
Come on, man. Bob delivered. He pulled out a big handful of sauces, an assortment of sauces, too.
Yeah.
Me to choose from.
Also, shout out to Burger King and the crown that you're wearing.
Yeah, man.
What's going on here? It's a Halloween crown.
Yeah, I'm in that mode, yo. October's upon thee, since we talking about Sir Bop a lot. October's upon thee, which means Halloween arriveth very soon. And
What did you get at Burger King? I'm curious to know your menu items.
What you got to understand is, with sexy being brought back,
Yeah.
you got to kind of watch what you eat at these fast food restaurants. Like
Yeah.
I've been backsliding, y'all. I want to let people know that I've been backsliding on my eating habits. Last night I ate McDonald's for dinner. I had a Big Mac, large fry.
You're hitting all the fast foods.
Yeah,
Taco Bell next?
I'm going wild. I'm fast food's going wild.
Arby's,
Yep. No.
Fazoli's.
No. Fazoli's is phenomenal.
Passed the Fazoli's on the way here.
That's maybe the only one left in Tennessee. Seriously, the one off of Nolensville Road ain't done no more in Nashville. So, but no, I'm hitting Sir Pizza. This is the only good Sir Pizza in the world,
Sir
right here on
Pizza.
Market Street. Yeah,
That's old school.
oh, it's fire too. But I had Big
You
Mac.
got Mr. Gaddy's over there too?
No, but it got that pizza tastes like it, even though it's in squares.
It kinda does,
tastes
yeah.
like it a little bit
Yeah.
because they use that same oven. But yeah, man. So I stopped at Burger King because I needed to get a little something, to stop my rumblings, and I went with a double cheeseburger, extra mustard, extra ketchup, and a small onion ring.
Yeah.
Get in and out, yo. You know what I mean? Just something to sit on my stomach. And then I come in here, and Bob got a chicken sandwich waiting on me. So I was like, you know what?
You're good.
This is my day.
Teron Davenport on Twitter. Titans practice update for Wednesday ahead of Sunday's game against the Raiders. J.C. Latham with the hip and Bryce Oliver with the knee return to practice.
Hold on. Say that again.
J.C. Latham and Bryce Oliver returned to practice.
So both of them,
Yeah.
love to have them, but J.C. Latham especially.
Yeah. QB1 today talked as if he will play this week. So,
How are they just giving out? The last player that gave out information to somebody playing didn't even play. That was
him.
Devondre Sweat. He gave it out on
his own
himself.
information. I'm playing Sunday.
Yeah.
Nope, IR.
Yeah.
Not only are you not playing, you're on IR, dude. You
We're
ain't playing
getting you
for
out
4
the
weeks.
way. Come on, man. Somebody got to be in charge of this stuff.
You can go take a break, bro.
Yeah, just
Take a month off.
Sat it down.
Man, I worry about him too coming back. Like they all like Spears. They were like, well, he's got to get in football shape. Well, it took like a day.
Like
He was in football shape.
They trying to fool us,
Devondre
man.
Sweat, how long is it going to take to get in football shape? And I'm not trying to crack a joke. I'm just saying that's a big man.
And the reps that he was playing, like we were impressed of him last year. You know, once he got going and got in shape, it was like, oh man, he ain't coming out the field.
Yeah.
But that takes time. That takes time. Excuse me. ain't no but the cheeseburger and
Which
Chick-fil-A.
which has you backed up? You think
the
cheeseburger?
double cheeseburger. It's the cheese.
What about the? It's the cheese.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe the onion rings.
No, I love them. Them like Skittles. Pop them all day.
I'm surprised you got a small.
Yeah, I'm trying to wash myself.
The other thing with Devondre Sweat is he missed most of training camp,
Yeah.
so he already wasn't really in football shape
He wasn't in football shape
because he
yeah.
missed most of training camp.
That's right.
Gets hurt.
I forgot about that.
But still played. Yeah, you're right.
I forgot all about that.
You are
So-
correct.
So you got to think he wasn't even in football shape to begin with.
Some weeks off.
Yeah, he missed all fall
That's tough right
or
there.
summer.
I thought he was in by week
No.
one,
He
week
was
two.
he was in.
Yeah, he was about
He
the
missed
first
last
two.
year. Remember?
No, sorry, of training camp this year.
Oh.
He missed
Ah,
all,
yeah, okay.
all
Yeah,
those
yeah,
weeks
yeah.
leading up,
Yeah.
all the preseason,
There you go, Zephyr.
because he had the tonsillitis.
See, Ross, Zeph did do some work at home.
By the way, we have a picture of Ross from. Ross said it's 2019, so it's like 6 years ago.
Ross was a baby.
Open the
with-
vault.
Dawn.
It's with.
Yeah, little Babs.
Yeah, I left because she called me. She had no idea how to get here.
Babs. Yeah, there she goes.
I had to help her out.
What'd you say, Ross? I'm sorry.
I said open the vault.
Yeah, Cooper Allen, who plays football at Army. He's a punter and he's the holder. Has had a great career at Army. His dad, David Allen, played in that golf tournament, and I think they came in second place in one of the flights.
Yeah.
David Allen, he said he was riding coattails, and then his wife Lori Allen found the picture of Ross
Oh, that's too real.
from back in the day. So all I did, Ross, was send it to our group. Come to find out, our group, somebody in our group let that thing fly
Uh-oh.
to you.
How'd he get...
Right? You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Switch, please.
Thank you. The F&M Bank chat is open, and 3HL is powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. When we come back, Kirk Morrison, analyst for the Raiders Radio Network and a teammate of Babs's on College Football Saturdays on ESPN2, will join us, and we'll get a little intel going with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, yeah.
That's coming up next as we broadcast live from the Grove at MTSU, 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Welcome back into 3HL on 104.5 The Zone. Locked and loaded out here in Murfreesboro, MTSU. We're right before the game, man. I know I'm not going out there to play, y'all. I know Derek Mason and them need a little help, but I can't help.
They do need you.
But I just got back, y'all. I can't. My knees not ready all the way.
Tight end Slay.
Tight end Slay, Babsy. That would have been my go-to if Big John wasn't there.
Linebacker Slay.
Also, edge rusher.
It's a rough spot to be in for me.
I don't want him in pass coverage. Edge rusher. Just go get the quarterback.
Yeah, some big guys up
You
there
know
too.
Slay doesn't like contact.
I like contact on basketball court. I don't need contact in football.
Leading these young women in our area. But it was like cloudy and rainy. I'm like, leading these young women in our area. But it was like cloudy and rainy. I'm like, come on. It was a little
ugly.
Listen, you weren't up that early.
Yes,
Don't even.
Yes, I was. I wake up at 5 a.m. every day, as a matter of fact. But yeah, you asked about the weather.
I was like, you text.
I was like 4% chance of rain.
Yes.
No worries.
Thank you for my my weather gurus on my show.
Yeah.
I got a weather guru on my football crew too, and it looks like we might have some rain this weekend in Arizona.
Kirk Morrison, analyst for the Raiders Radio Network and teammate of Babsy's every college football Saturday on ESPN2, joins us now. Kirk, what's up? How are you?
I'm doing good. How we doing, everybody?
King Kirk, how are you? We were just talking about Slay. He don't want to play defense. He doesn't like contact. You love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I got to call my guy, Coach Mace, man, D. Mace. We go back long ways. So
yeah,
he probably need help. My brother actually played for Coach Mason way back at St. Mary's College. So I need to go see if my brother can go help out Coach Mace.
Yeah,
nice.
Derek Mason is one of the best,
past.
man. He is an incredible dude, and we love coming out here to support him. But so when Babs told me y'all were going to Arizona, I immediately thought, like Tempe, Scottsdale, Glendale.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Tucson. You get Tucson, Kirk.
We get Tucson, man. Hey, Tucson is actually a really great city. I mean, honestly. They are. Trust me. Everybody who knows, Scottsdale gets the name because that's where kind of the party scene is. But Tucson is its own little community. Everybody I know from Tucson. Think about that's where LeBron's other son is at. Bryce James plays for the University of Arizona basketball. So Arizona basketball has been on the map for a long, long time. And so now the football program is trying to get back to their winning ways that they had under Dick Tomey. When I was coming out of high school, Slade, I was going to Arizona. You meant Teddy Bruschi. You know what I mean? You're going downhill. That's what I couldn't wait for. So they're trying to get back to that.
Love it.
Kirk Morrison joins us, Titans at Raiders. So where is this Raiders team coming off that loss to Indianapolis?
They're just like the Titans, 1-4 versus 1-4. Each team has got to win, and it's like, wow. The Raiders win probably looks more impressive as they beat the Patriots in week 1, but then they've lost 4 in a row. And then you look at the opposite side, looking at the Tennessee Titans, and I still don't know how they won that football game. Coaches is getting fined because players, decided to drop the ball before they go into the end zone. Everything about how the Titans won on Sunday, I don't take anything away from them because you find ways to win. But, man, was that really a Titans win or was that really a Cardinals giveaway? How did you guys sum it up?
Oh, yeah, we're okay with saying it was a Titans giveaway or a Cardinals giveaway. Yeah,
and it's not
we're
even
good
close.
with that.
But having said that, you do have to take advantage of those opportunities with a young quarterback that really showed himself in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and look, we've been big Cam Ward fans. I know me and Babsy over there, we had a chance to see him last year in his last collegiate football game outside of the bowl game, the regular season. We've been big Cam Ward fans, so I know I was excited for him to get the win. He is all about ball, and so to get that first win, I know what it does to you. You feel great. It's like, I want this feeling again, and so I know those guys are going to be ready to roll. My only thing is this, though. I'm surprised the Titans didn't stay out west for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised about that. So they get the win. You win, kind of late in the evening. You fly all the way back to Nashville. You kind of lose a day of prep because you're kind of tired from the road trip. And then you got to fly all the way back out to Las Vegas again. So little surprised that they didn't stay out west for 2 weeks and, kind of soak in some of that Arizona and Las Vegas sun before heading back to Nashville.
Well, two
we
weeks
talked about that.
Yeah, 2 weeks is different than 3 weeks, but I think it was Malarkey that kept the team, Kirk, out west for 3 weeks, and that did not go over well with the
ownership,
front office people. So
yes.
That's one of the things that I'm told that led to his firing. So,
and then they also, took a long road trip in the preseason and stayed somewhere, and so maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know.
I mean, I get your point.
You wonder if it's different if they're winning, if you make a different decision. I don't know.
It's always tough because I'm gonna be honest. I've had a couple of those trips when I was a player, and I would always say, man, the camaraderie, the unity, the team building and bonding that you get from those opportunities, you don't really get that, especially from a team that kind of needs to be together, right? They need to be away from the distractions and what's going on maybe in their, home team or their home media and everybody saying, hey, what's wrong? You kind of be away. And I've done, like I said, 3 or 4 times throughout my NFL career. And I would say majority, we split the games on the road, but man, those experiences, the team building and camaraderie, you can't trade that in for anything.
Man, Kirk, it's nothing like it at all. I will say this. If I was a captain or a leader on that team with the young bunch that they got, if it was any other city other than Las Vegas, I would be like, yeah, we going to do it. But going to Vegas, I'm saying, no, we going home,
That's
man.
a great point.
I'm not taking no young bunch to Vegas. If this was a veteran team, absolutely, because they're going to be at the spas, at the shows at night, good restaurants. It's going to be vice versa with this young bunch going out there, man.
See, hold on, Slay, hold on. I didn't say take them to Vegas. How did we just start the segment, y'all?
You did say
we
that.
started by talking about Tucson. See, they could have just drove from Scottsdale to Tucson and been there waiting on us and then fly to Vegas on
That's
Saturday.
very true.
Yeah.
That's very true. See, you know your personnel, though, so you're right.
There you
You're
go.
absolutely right.
Kirk, what's been the disconnect with Geno Smith and all of the interceptions? 9 interceptions. I think just one game where he didn't throw at least one. What's going on in the pass game there?
I think it's kind of like all of the above. You know what I'm saying? Because it's mix of offensive line, and now he's down his, Pro Bowl, All-Pro kind of left tackle and Colton Miller, who's kind of out for a little bit with a ankle sprain. Then you have some young running backs who have been in there, and they haven't been able to pick up the blitz. Now it's been better the last couple weeks, but that's added into there. And then the wide receivers, the chemistry just really hasn't been there outside of week 1. And last week he threw an interception, and the young rookie, you guys know, Dante Thornton out of Tennessee, ran the wrong route. And so that doesn't go on Dante Thornton for interception. That goes on Geno Smith for the interception. And then he had one batted in the air and was intercepted. So I would say, look, half the interceptions are on Geno, and the other half is just getting on the same page with his wide receivers and just those tip passes. But he has to be better. You're getting paid a lot of money to play the quarterback position in the NFL. He has to be a lot better than what he's shown. In the NFL, you win as a team, but when you lose, it's somebody's fault. So right now, he's going to be the dude that's at fault because he's quarterbacking the squad.
Pete Carroll, what's I just read an article of somebody calling to fire him already. I mean, what's it like, the talk inside there?
Well, that's just Raider Nation, Babs. That's how it is. Every week we're firing somebody. That's what it feels like. But to be honest, you just have to show patience. And in the NFL, it's hard to show patience because so many teams are doing things right away. I mean, Dan Quinn went into Washington and turned that franchise into a team that competed in a conference championship game last year. So we've seen what it looks like with new coaches. I think the hardest part right now is that you don't have the patience. And look, our owner, Mark Davis, brought in Tom Brady to help out as well, to bring in as many qualified football minds to try to get this thing turned over as quick as possible. Just the hard part is that when you've had this many general managers and head coaches, from Mike Mayock to John Gruden to Josh McDaniels and David Ziegler to Tom Telesco and Antonio Pierce last year, now this year, John Spytek and Pete Carroll, just no continuity. And I think you guys kind of see it over there as well. And Rand Carthon was just there, but you were still in the John Robinson era of players he brought in. And now you go to Borgazzi. Like, it just, until you have some continuity within the franchise from top to bottom, it is going to be a work in progress. You just have to stay with it and take the growing pains that come along with it. I look at where Detroit is. Detroit was not where Detroit was, 4 years ago? And look at where they are now.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they were a disaster. You remember?
I remember.
Campbell came in and had to put down on a piece of paper everywhere, what establish the culture. This is what we need, and whatever.
What did he start 2-16 or something like it? It was
I mean, they were bad, and then the following year, they just won one game. The game, remember, week 17, final week of the season. They beat the Green Bay Packers to keep the Packers out of the playoffs. I want to say it was Aaron Rodgers' last game as a Packer. And that was the one that really started that franchise off. They started drafting well, and the patience worked out.
Drafting
We just don't have patience in everywhere.
Okay.
You know what I always say this. We're in an air fryer world. Nobody wants to put it in the oven anymore, right? Nobody wants to let it bake and cook at 375 for 50 minutes. No, they want to turn the air fryer on 400 and put it on 15 minutes. It don't really taste the same. Let's put it in the oven, let it bake, let it cook, and look, I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
Well, can you show Babs how to work the air fryer because her microwave busted?
I know. I'm trying to show her. But at least you got the microwave going, though. At least you got the microwave going. You can make some good dishes like that, Babs.
That's right. See, survive in advance.
Kirk
knows my downfalls.
Yeah.
This is our third year of working together. He knows.
Kirk, let me ask you this. It's
Sure.
We understand where our management is, especially with the coaches, but upper management as well, and how feisty and testy the fans are getting with trying to be patient and let it work. What is it like that? What is it like with Vegas, with the Raiders? Is everybody trusting the process? Because y'all just mentioned Detroit. Detroit did a great job of Coach Campbell did a great job of being able to shut all the noise off and believe in his guys. The coaching staff he brought in, they bought into it, but they had been down for so long that it was like, okay, well, we'll believe in anything. What is it with the Raiders? Do they believe in Coach Carroll being able to bring this back and understanding that he may have to have some changes, even in the front office, to try to get things right?
Yeah, I think for year one, you kind of have to let guys get it, and breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
To fire, after one season, that just doesn't do well. I think that they drafted well, and you want to see how these draft choices in next year start to pan out a little bit. I love what Ashton Genty has shown over the last couple of weeks. I love what they've done with a couple of guys on the offensive line. And look, young Dante Thornton is going to continue to evolve as a wide receiver. So just go in and draft them and then don't give them a couple of years to let them develop. I know fans don't want to hear that. They want to win right away, but there's just a process in the NFL, and the eyes of this team has changed. Like, every year has changed from general manager to head coach. At some point, you have to just let Pete Carroll and John Spytek cook. Let them cook a little bit. Let them show you what they can do. It may not work right away, but I'm telling you, I think these guys are going to get it right. But it's just the hard part when, you have fans that want success right now, especially in Vegas, because we already know a lot of times it's always half the other team's fans that come out.
Same as Nashville.
For the weekend.
We know all about that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So to be able to cook, you got to have the ingredients, right? So let's talk about your favorite side of the ball, defensively. What ingredients are playing well right now? Obviously, the Titans' offensive line was much better this past game, but that's been an area of concern. Calvin Ridley not being Calvin Ridley has been an area of concern. There's a lot we can point to. So defensively, this defense versus offense matchup for Titans Raiders, what do you see?
Well, you got to have your main ingredient, and the main ingredient for the Raiders is always Max Crosby. Max is a man amongst boys at times. He can beat you on the rush. He's great in the run game as well. And then also he's been able to bat passes in the air and intercept them. So I think it was a challenge to Max this year is can he make more impactful plays? And he's doing that. And so I'm really excited to see that. That's where it starts with me. If the Titans want to have any success, they got to find a way to block Max Crosby because he's all over the field. And if he's going, that defense for the Raiders is going. So, look, he's got a rookie quarterback on the opposite side. Trust me, he's going to frustrate him like he's done many quarters. Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Bo Nix, all the guys in his own division.
Kirk Morrison with us on 3HL talking about the Raiders. All right, Brock Bowers is a problem. He was not a problem for the Colts because he did not play. Where are we with the PCL and the bone bruise with regard to Brock Bowers?
So when people hear bone bruise, they say, like, oh, it's just a bruise. Like, put some ice on it. You'll be fine. But actually, a bone bruise, it ain't what you think it is. It's actually sometimes worse. A bruise actually is a tear. And so you're waiting for that tear to kind of heal up. And that's what happened with Brock Bowers. I honestly believe that he was kind of limiting the offense being out there because he was not 100%. And when he's not 100%, it does that to the offense to where teams are going to guard you differently. And teams right now were playing what I call umbrella coverage, meaning that they kept everything in front of them or underneath. Nothing was getting outside of the umbrella or getting over the top. And so when you don't have that X factor in Brock Bowers at 100%, that's where these teams have been jumping routes. And I know old Titan Kevin Byard a couple weeks ago stole 2 interceptions from Geno Smith. Yeah. And a lot of it was because he was able to jump routes with no fear of getting beat deep and no fear of Brock Bowers beating you one-on-one.
God, I missed that guy.
Makes sense. Yeah. Still got some in the tank.
Still does, yep.
Yes, he does. So you mentioned the wide receiver. So Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, Dante Thornton, still a work in progress, just to kind of revisit that?
Yeah, I think, but remember this offensive line. And so my whole thing is we could talk about the receivers, but I would love to see Ashton Genty get more involved in the fourth quarter, but the Raiders have been down, a couple games this season. So the first game of the season, they won against the Patriots I mentioned earlier. Well, Ashton Genty had 10 carries in the fourth quarter. That means that they're playing with a lead. That means that they're still in rhythm in their offense. The Raiders have gotten out of that because of what happens. They've gotten into these deficits too early. Like first play of the game offensively against the Chargers, Geno Smith interception. Then the week after that, a 70-yard kickoff return by Deebo Samuel. Marcus Mariota, wow, another Titan, I can't believe it, goes out and he leads the team to the offense, leads that offense for the Commanders to a touchdown. And then against, first play coming out of half against Chicago, they're down again. So to me, it's the Raiders' offense has been playing catch-up. And when you're going to play catch-up, defense is just going to play coverage, and I think that's also part of the reason. It could we're going to put it on Geno, but I think there's so many other factors to why this group has been struggling, throwing the football and getting on the same page.
Are the Colts for real?
I think that they are. I think, only because I'm just still trying to wrap my brain around that. If you would have told me 2 months ago that the AFC South would have the Colts and the Jaguars at the top of their division, right, I would have said, no way. There's no way that those two teams will be on top of the AFC South, and yet here they are. And both their quarterbacks are playing great. They've got some signature wins already to start the season. I just think that right now the Colts have to continue to keep building, but their defense is flying around. Lou Anarumo comes over from Cincinnati, and he was trying to tell people, see, it wasn't my fault. Cincinnati just stinks. So don't blame me. You know what
That's
I mean?
what all Titans players that leave say.
Hey, it wasn't me, but no, I think that they are for real. They've got, to me, a guy who I have him in my top 5 right now currently, MVP. He doesn't have the big numbers, but Jonathan Taylor is scoring at a high clip. He leads the NFL in rushing. And I think this is the year where they've seen more balance. And no offense to Anthony Richardson, but you can see a difference now with Daniel Jones quarterbacking this team. They got a grown-up who knows where to go with the football. He protects the football. Let's be real. He's a grown-up. Right?
I love it, Kurt. I love it, Kirk.
Because he's still. I'm not saying he's a baby, but he's still in the young stages of his career. Daniel Jones has been battle tested. You play in New York, man. You battle tested. You understand, like, hey, you got to keep the outside noise and be yourself. And then he went to Kevin O'Connell's school of quarterbacking for a year in Minnesota in his time off. Now all of a sudden he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league. So I think that they're for real. I really do. After seeing them last week, they also have great special teams going for them. They're going to be a tough out this year. And look, in an AFC that doesn't have the same guys at the top, right? Herbert and the Chargers lost a couple games. Lamar Jackson is banged up and injured. So you have a lot going when it comes to the Colts and why I think that they're on top.
Always great to have you on, Kirk, and good luck on Saturday with the call, Arizona and BYU. That'll be fun. And
by the way, my boy Kirk called the game-winning touchdown before it happened, Louisville, Virginia. He was like, watch the direct snap right here. Sure enough, direct snap, touchdown, game over.
No ball, baby. No ball.
Come on, hey, we have kids, right? We all have that one kid that we give the house key to. And if your backup quarterback is in the game, like, hey, I don't know if he gets the key. I'm going to give it to somebody you trust. And that was their starting running back. I just keep it real. I turn the terms into, like, okay, parenting or life lessons, right?
Yeah.
You give the house key to the one you trust. So if you didn't get the house key, that means you were the sibling that the family didn't trust. So
yeah,
I got a house key. Babs.
Yeah, Babs never had that house key.
Nah, I was cut off from that.
See you, Kirk. Have fun this weekend, man.
All right, great to be with you guys. Talk to you soon.
All right, Kirk
Thanks,
Morrison,
Kirk.
analyst for Raiders Radio Network. Tough for me to say. Teammate of Babs is on College Football Saturday.
That's
Arizona hosting BYU this weekend on ESPN2, and those guys will be on the call with their boy Mike. When we come back, may or may not be funny. It may not be funny.
Okay.
And also, Arkansas talking trash. I'm here for it. Tennessee hosting the Hogs on Saturday. Arkansas running back talking about Tennessee's defense. Got an interesting little quote next, 3HL.
All right, sometimes it's time to upgrade those things in your home. Your doors and your windows, and you can go to the same great people to do both of those. That would be Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. I chose Pella. I have absolutely loved my experience, and you might be surprised to learn how affordable replacement windows are from my friends at Pella. Even more affordable because we get to do the Dawn deal, and that's every single month. I get a new deal to offer to you, and all you have to do is when you schedule a free consultation, just be like, hey, yo, Dawn deal. Put it on my bill. Thank you. Right now for October, because Pella is celebrating their 100th year in business. A company is good if there's 100 years of business, by the way. They're giving you 50% off qualifying installations and 0% ABR for 48 months, plus that $100 off each window or door. That's Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. Easy to schedule your free consultation online. Ask for the Dawn deal. PellaNashville.com.
Do you know how life can change in an instant? A car wreck can throw everything off. Your job, your bills, your peace of mind. That's when you need our good friends at Bart Durham Injury Law. Go ahead and get this number into your phone, 615-242-9000. That's 615-242-9000. Marine veteran Blair Durham and his team have been fighting for folks in Tennessee for years, making sure insurance companies pay up when they're supposed to, how they're supposed to, how much they're supposed to. No upfront costs, no waiting around, just real people making sure that you get what you deserve. Call BDIL, Bart Durham Injury Law at 615-242-9000. That's 615-242-9000. If you've been injured, don't wait. If you haven't, don't wait. Get the number into your phone. Call BDIL at 615-242-9000. They're here 24/7 and ready to fight for you. That's 615-242-9000. WRHL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from MTSU. We are at the Grove. That's where they tailgate over here. Wide open space, lots of trees, lots of grass. The band walking through. The cheerleaders are here. They're waiting for the team to walk through. MTSU playing a Wednesday night game against Missouri State tonight. MTSU a 1.5-point underdog. They're 1-4. Need to get this win. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay. We love coming out here. That is for sure. Rookie Titans kick returner Jim Dike has been named the AFC Special Teams Player of the Week. Well deserved. He actually leads the NFL in all-purpose yardage. Among qualifiers, Dike led the NFL with an average of 34 yards per kickoff return in Week 5. He is the first rookie to earn this honor this season. He's the first Titans kick returner to earn this acknowledgement since 2012. He has 2 of the top 5 kickoff returns this season, 71 yards against Denver, 65 yards against Arizona. Side note, Arizona quarterback Kyler Murray missed practice today with a foot injury.
Uh-oh. Big Jeff got him?
I don't know. I mean, he finished the game, so he did go out he went to the locker room after he got hit in the helmet with the football, with the snap. That was weird.
I mean, body parts hurt a little worse after losses.
Is that what it is?
Yep, promise you.
All right. While the band is playing, it's a good time to do this. It's a little thing that we do from time to time called May or May Not Be Funny. Ross, do you have an intro for us? All right. This is from Stitch_ADHD. Slade looking at me funny.
Heck of a name.
This is about recess back when we were kids. Check it.
Listen, Gen X didn't go to recess to have fun. We went because we know it was time for war. Playground safety? Our playgrounds was the Hunger Games. You couldn't go back inside until you made a blood sacrifice. Pickleball, we had tetherball, a concrete death pole with a wrecking ball on the chain. Missed that one time. It's coming back around like a boomerang at Mach 5. You ain't dodging it. So what did the ball say to the face? Smack. Now your lips are swole up and you look like JJ on Good Time. Then we had dodgeball. Oh, not this phone so shit they got now. I'm talking about that red rubber demon. Felt like a deflated car tire. We didn't play to win. We played to hurt. This wasn't a game. This was war. And when you got hit, the whole class cheered like it was WWE. I'm bleeding internally. Then we had Red Rover. Red Rover wasn't a game. It was organized child-on-child violence. We linked arms like an organized prison gang and dared your punk ass to run through. And if you do, we clothesline your soul into orbit. Kids got folded, teeth went flying. Teacher just said, it builds teamwork. Teamwork? We out here committing friendly war crimes in Adidas. Just understand, Gen X is the reason why warning labels exist. Hell, we ain't reading them warning labels either. If you die, you die.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, Red
That's
Rover.
A1.
Can we please talk about Red Rover?
That's A1 right there.
That is hilarious and
Yeah.
so true. I can't tell you how many times I would walk in the house and I was injured because of Red Rover.
Red Rover, he nailed it with the kickball, too. We didn't have those sponge balls, man.
No.
It was that big pink or red ball that just, you get
Hard
hit in
as-
the face.
You know,
When did y'all get introduced to Red Rover? Mine was 3rd grade, I think.
oh, yeah, it was
I think
early.
mine was 3rd grade, yeah. But I was good because I was one of the tallest in my class.
Oh, you could break arms.
I could break arms, yeah.
Red Rover, send Slay on over.
They never wanted to send me over.
Wow.
Yeah, to get me on their team.
Wow.
Yep. I love that. That's
I
dope
bet
right
kids
there.
nowadays aren't even allowed to play Red Rover.
They don't
No.
even know what we're talking about.
I
They
know.
barely allowed to play. Did they bring dodgeball back yet? I think they brought it back, but they brought
Yeah,
the
but
little,
it's like the softballs.
The softball, yeah. That ain't real. It's the red balls, them yellow balls.
The same ball
green
you use for kickball.
Bingo. They leave the print on your face. Like what Babs when she sat in that chair the other day at the golf course on her thighs.
Yes.
Leave them prints right there. That lets you know you got smacked. Wow. I love that right there, man.
Oh, that's
that was a good
so
one,
true.
y'all.
That was a good one, y'all.
Good job. You batting great percentage, y'all.
Thank you. Coach Mack is coming up, presented by Two Rivers Ford. 3HL is powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhhillac.com.
And the MTSU band. We're powered by them.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Live from the 104.5 The Zone mobile Circus Sports Studio, Kentucky's largest sports book, can be found now at Circus Sports at Kentucky Downs. When we come back, Coach Mack will join us. We'll talk about the Titans' win against the Arizona Cardinals in the matchup coming up against the Raiders. That's coming up as we broadcast live from MTSU. GoBlueRaiders.com. Go ahead and get your tickets for tonight's game, 6:30 kickoff. We'll be right back. 3HL.
All right, insanely clean carpets. Who needs them? We all need them in our lives. Do you have dogs, kids, husbands? You're coming off summer and now it's early fall and maybe your carpets are just a disaster. Well, guess what? Zero Res can help you with that. I love Zero Res. I've actually had them do my carpets at least 8 times because of it. And listen, Zero Res's water technology cleans and sanitizes your surface without harsh chemicals. So you know what that means? It's safe for your pets, it's safe for your family, it's safe for everybody, and it is insanely clean. So get this, Zero Res letting me do a deal for you. Yay! All you have to do, tell them you listen to 3HL, you heard from Dawn, and you get a room of carpet free. It's this month only, so jump on it. Get your free room of carpet. Carpeted rooms outside of that only cost $45 per room all day, every day. And then this month only from Dawn, the first one is free from Zero Res. You want to schedule it? It's ZeroResNashville.com or call 615-535-9376. It's spelled the same forwards and backwards. That's ZeroResNashville.com.
I did mention some trash talk, and we'll talk about this later, but I want to get this out there since we did tease it. Arkansas running back Mike Washington on the matchup with Tennessee said, quote, they have a great defense, but a lot of holes. A lot of holes in their defense. It's going to be a fun game.
Yeah, I got a lot of addressing to do with that one. But in the meantime, to hook yourself up, get to KellumStemCellInstitute.com. If you're living with back pain, there's a breakthrough alternative to surgery you need to hear about, people. That's stem cell therapy from Kellum Stem Cell Institute. Now, understand, there's no scalpels, no stitches. A simple injection that targets the pain at its source. That's the Kellum difference. Most patients are back to their routine in days, not weeks. Kellum Stem Cell Institute helps you get back to life faster. Unlike surgery, there's no need for rods, screws, or implants. Kellum keeps it natural. You're in and out the same day. No overnight stays, no hassle, just results. Using your own cells means it's personalized and reduces the risk of rejection. Kellum Stem Cell Institute puts your body's healing power to work, people. Most patients, understand this, are back to their routine in days. Just give them a call, 615-850-4415. Schedule your consultation today at KellumStemCellInstitute.com.
Good afternoon. It's 4:01. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from MTSU. The Titans return to practice today as their prep for their trip to Vegas on Sunday begins. According to practice reports, J.C. Latham and Bryce Oliver both returned. There's no sign of Arden Key, Jeff Simmons, Blake Hance, James Lynch. Veteran rest days for Tony Pollard, Tyler Lockett, and L'Jarius Sneed. Earlier today, the Titans signed kicker Matthew Wright to the practice squad. Wright has a career field goal percentage of 87.3, including going 4 for 4 in 2 games with the Titans in 2024. In NFL news today, Bengals head coach Zach Taylor announced that newly acquired quarterback Joe Flacco will start for the Bengals against the Packers on Sunday. The Giants ruled out wide receiver Darius Slayton with a hamstring injury for Thursday Night Football's game against the Eagles. For our foundation, our waterproof needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. We're going to use it once on your home for the Titans and Bulls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
NHL 104.5 The Zone Wednesday edition. We've got Wednesday night football here in Murfreesboro. MTSU hosting Missouri State tonight. MTSU at 1-4, Missouri State at 2-3. Missouri State a 1.5-point favorite. Kickoff at 6:30. We've got you covered from 3 until 6 o'clock here in the Grove. Middle Tennessee looking to break through for their first home win, their first Conference USA win tonight at 6:30. Game is on ESPN2. This is only the second meeting all time between these two schools. But first, as conference opponents, fans in Murfreesboro will be treated to national exposure as Conference USA's weekday slate returns. Don't miss Wednesday's showdown on ESPN2. Or better yet, come out here, GoBlueRaiders.com/tickets. GoBlueRaiders.com/tickets. I see Chris Massaro, the MTSU athletics director. The band is having fun. The cheerleaders are having fun.
Rocking out.
The band is jamming.
Take it down.
My stepson used to be on the band. I just can't see him dancing like this.
Nolan.
Nolan.
The drums were going, so they put down their instruments, and some of them go at it a little harder than others. But it was good.
Everybody got something to do, y'all. But when it's not your time to go, you put your little trumpet down, your little saxophone. I don't see no baritone. Oh, there go the saxophones up front.
Yeah, they're over there.
Yes, that was my thing, a baritone.
Baritone
guy, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You played?
Yeah, I stopped after the 5th grade because I had to carry that big old thing home.
See, that's why it's all in your choice of instrument when you're young.
Yeah,
you got to be smart about it.
I played the trumpet. It's light as crap.
Dude, I tried to switch to the trumpet. It was all gone.
Look at y'all. I didn't do anything like that. I played 0 musical instruments. Nothing.
No, yeah, but you were a ventriloquist.
No, I was in the choir. I was a choir girl.
Too. They never let me sing lead.
Your voice was probably too deep.
No, I was hiding.
Oh, really?
Yeah, once I changed, they got me out of there.
I was hiding.
I was.
Like Tevin Campbell? Tevin Campbell?
Yeah. That was me, y'all. I'm telling you.
He had that high voice and he went through puberty and everything fell apart.
I'm telling you, dog, I was cold-blooded. New Zion Missionary Baptist Church and at Gordon Memorial.
I can see
over there out north.
Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay, and
it's beautiful out here, man.
It is beautiful out here. The band is playing, and the players are about to walk through as they head toward the football stadium. Coach Mack joins us now, as he does every Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Coach Mack is presented by Two Rivers Ford. Coach Mack, did you play any musical instruments when you were in high school?
No, but y'all got that band cranked up. It sounds good.
Let's do this. Let's put Coach Mack on hold because there's no way we can hear him.
We can't hear him. He can probably hear us, but we cannot hear him. And the band's not going to stop because the team's about to walk through. It's us, Mac.
I can hear y'all and I can hear the band.
All right, here you go, Coach Mack. How big was that win against Arizona? How needed was that for this team?
How much do you need oxygen?
Ooh, that's heavy.
Look, I mean, it's and as unusual as it was, I mean, it really doesn't matter. You just won the game. I mean, all you got to do is, of course, I've been asked to be on all kind of radio stations in Phoenix since that game's been over. You talk about the dichotomy between winning that game and losing that game. I mean, it's just about Armageddon out there. And, of course, everybody here, I mean, I win. That's the only reason we're in this business, right, guys, is to win. That's the only reason you're in the business.
Well, and again, we're going to have trouble hearing you through this conversation, so just take it and run with it. But I keep coming back to the big picture element to that game was as the game went on and the Titans had chances to get back in the game, to tie the game, to take the lead, to win the game, that rookie quarterback was at his best. And I think that is a big picture example of what we might have with that guy.
Well, I think you're absolutely right, especially the first 3 quarters. I mean, he was off target, and then be able to get back on target during crunch time. Look, the whole thing's important, and and just get in the field to win ball games. Now, does it guarantee you anything? No, but at least you've got a chance now to try to start to stack a win. Stack a win. The head coach was right. It's one win. And that's it. Just like one loss is one loss, but you've got to be able to stack wins. And so the thing about it was they've had opportunities in those first 4 ball games to take advantage of situations, and they never have. They took advantage of this one.
Well, Chig with 3 big catches in the 4th quarter. Gunnar Helm also with a big day. I know he had 1 drop, but that tight end position just lumped together with those 2 guys. I think that's something that Cam Ward is identifying as maybe a must go to a little bit more type of thing.
Yeah, well, a lot of it too, Brent, depends on what the defense is playing, and they started playing a lot of zone coverage, until at the end when they went man-to-man and then got really burned. But they're playing zone coverage. That's where the tight ends have got to come into focus, because that's what tight ends are for, is to be able to find open spots in zone coverage. And then Chig's really good on run after catch. So if he can get open, catch it, he's really good at run after catch. But you start deploying a lot of zone defense against those 2 tight ends, they'll do some damage to you.
Coach Mack, I know you didn't see I know we all didn't see the production that, you would expect out of a guy like Tyjae Spears coming back, but what's the dynamic that he's going to bring to this offense? Because you could see flashes in the game what they want to do with him.
Yeah, I mean, he had 17 snaps, Ron, when he came back. I mean, and he's going to help, but you just got to have him. Once you have him, then you've got a lot of things that open up to you. Right. Not only to give Tony Pollard some rest, but also, I mean, Tyjae's a guy that you can split out. You can do a lot of things with him. And he was just getting his sea legs back under him in that ball game. And so I'm looking forward to seeing him going forward. If this football team can stay healthy and get some of their guys back and start to get some production out of those guys on a consistent basis, got a chance for something to happen.
Get that. Now, this connection that we got to see, how beautiful was that to see in person, Coach Mack? The post route to Calvin Ridley, him stretching out, laying down, catching that ball, and then the one up the sideline. You gotta love that, don't you, Coach Mack? And the confidence that it looked like it injected into Cam also.
Yeah, it's 100% right. And, Ridley's been open. He's been open all year. He just hasn't been consistently catching it. This week he was open, and he made some great catches, some great throws. The thing that I like about it is that Cam kept going through it. And then once they started to deploy in man-to-man, I mean, that one catch, that dagger catch across the middle, that transcontinental, that was zone defense. But that man-to-man, that last throw that was so big, was that corner route, that was a beautiful throw.
I lost Coach Mack on the last part of it. But, Coach Mack, obviously we talk about how big a win is for this team. Where have you really seen, I guess, the most progress from week 1 to where they are now offensively, if you had to specifically point something out?
Well, the specifics to me is that the offensive line the last couple of weeks, I mean, especially in that ball game, they were good. I mean, they built the pocket, and if you can get J.C. Latham back, I mean, that's what I keep talking about is if you keep that starting 5 in there together, I think they start to come together. That's going to be big because everything's going to come off of that, and then you've got the 2 running backs you can start to deploy. That's going to help everything out.
Man,
Coach Mack with
so
us,
helpful.
Presented by Two Rivers Ford. The offensive line played much better. 15 sacks, which you just said. So this is where we are with the band. I can't even hear my own.
I'm like, yeah, he just hit on it, but
so,
it's okay.
So, so moving toward the Raiders, We just talked with Kirk Morrison, who is the analyst for the Raiders broadcast, and they still don't know about Brock Bowers. And he kind of intimated that a knee bruise, like a bruise to your knee, is much different than like any other kind of bruise. And kind of sounded like he may not be able to go this weekend either. How big of a factor is he if he's healthy?
Well, if he's healthy, it's a huge factor. Because what they've done, they've gone to a lot more 11 personnel because both their tight ends are hurt. I mean, and that makes a difference. I mean, Pete's always been an 11 personnel guy, but they've been kind of majoring in that 12. And with those two tight ends hurt, makes a big difference. Brock Bowers is a difference maker. He's a chain mover. And so if he doesn't play, that helps the Titans.
One more thing I want to get from you.
That's what happens when you hire somebody as that's a veteran special teams coach. Bones in that group have made a big difference so far.
Coach Mack, presented by Two Rivers Ford. We'll talk with you next week. Have a great call this weekend, Coach. Thanks for the time.
Guys, see ya.
All right,
Thanks, Coach Mack.
MTSU hosting Missouri State tonight, 6:30. The band is playing. The team is walking toward the stadium. When we come back, we've got Todd Furman. The 3HL sports betting window will be open next on 104.5 The Zone. I want to talk with you about Xfinity, and a lot of y'all have friends that think they've got everything going on, and you go over and watch a game and they don't have everything going on, and you get really upset about the lack of being able to watch football. Maybe you go over to a friend's house, he's pumped to watch the game, his setup, total mess, lagging, buffering, switching between apps, trying to find the game. He claimed he was a big fan, but you feel like you've been fan-fished. So if you call yourself a football fan, you've got to have Xfinity. It's the ultimate sports destination. You can find the best games and your favorite teams all in one place. And the way that you watch, next level. It's the perfect fan flex. You've got all the action right in your living room. Plus, Xfinity's best picture and sound with enhanced 4K. So clear it feels like you're in the stadium. Sometimes I've got 4 games going on at once because why not? On top of all that, you get real-time notifications and live stats right on your TV. It's the best seat in the house every time. Next game day, make sure the big fan isn't a big fail. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Multi-view requires Xfinity 4K capable TV box. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Wednesday night football here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Johnny Red Floyd Stadium. MTSU hosting Missouri State tonight. Missouri State a 1.5-point favorite. Todd Furman joins us now. The 3HL sports betting window is open. Todd, what's up? How are you?
I'm doing well, and you know what? I'm glad you guys are in Murfreesboro tonight because you can do a little bit of reconnaissance for me for information before it goes public. I'm going to expect one of the three of you to send me a text when you know if Missouri State starting quarterback Jacob Clark will be under center or if he'll be going in a different direction, knowing that Clark wasn't able to finish their last game against Western Kentucky. And by my power ratings, it is a massive drop-off from the veteran quarterback to what they have on that Bears roster.
Well, that's good to know.
Right on top of that, Todd.
I mean, Slate, you've always been a charmer, so I expect you to go down there, talk to the water boy, talk to the training staff, do a little wheeling and dealing, share a parsley with them if need be to try and get that intel before it hits the betting board.
I mean, listen, I'm in baseball mode right now, Tom Father.
Yeah,
so,
he's not got time for all this.
Yeah, baseball, a parlay hit last night, Tom Father, so I was kind of focused on that. Sorry.
Yeah, and when he was given the parlay last night in baseball, he mispronounced one of the guys' names that he was betting on.
But he
I mean, look, pronouncing names doesn't pay you any extra, so
That's right.
I mean, I don't want Slay to get bogged down or any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Chisholm to get a hit. Yeah, Chisholm.
Rock
there you
it,
go.
baby.
Yeah, it locked in, that's for sure. All right, Alabama at Missouri. Alabama coming off the big win at Georgia, the big win against Vanderbilt. Now we run into Missouri, who I feel like we don't know that much about, except for Hardy as a legit running back. What do you think about this?
Dude, I love that kid.
Bama, 2.5 to 3.5-point favorite.
You mentioned it. That is the big question. We're going to learn a lot more about the Missouri Tigers this week than what we've learned through the first 5 games of the season. I mean, Missouri, a nice little luxury that they won't have to leave the state and play their first true road game until next weekend when they go to Jordan-Hare to take on Auburn. Missouri comes into this game with a bye, extra week to prepare, a luxury that you love to have, knowing that Alabama had back-to-back emotional games. Going into Athens, winning that game outright, holding off that late charge from Georgia, and then, of course, kind of weathering the storm against Vanderbilt last weekend before that improbable front door cover coming on 4th and 2. Look, this Alabama team, for me, hasn't blown me away. I know Ty Simpson continues to show improvement, and when he's in a clean pocket, he's got the tools and the receivers to be able to pick you apart. But I think knowing that Missouri will have a couple of extra weeks to prepare, they can scheme up a few unique looks. Let's see what we're going to get from Bo Perbula in the passing game. I look at this total at 52, and that's probably my main inclination is to make a case to go under, figuring that Missouri will lean into the ground game. Didn't have a chance to grab Missouri early in the week when they opened as a 5.5-point dog, but I think a field goal is a fair price. Love the situational spot for Missouri. They get a huge edge there. Don't know if they have the players from an X's and O's standpoint to get the win, and we'll have an opportunity to either bet on or against Missouri going forward when you look at their upcoming stretch after Saturday.
Oklahoma, Texas, just, I think it's probably the first time in a while game day's not there, right? But Oklahoma favored.
No, Texas.
Favored.
Well, the storyline is John Mateer going to play?
Mateer back.
That changes everything from a betting perspective.
And how do you bet that, not knowing? And what exactly is Arch Manning? It's 1.5, right?
Yeah, I think the big question for Texas, can their offense really get on track in this kind of spot against, one of the top defenses in college football? Now, to Texas's credit, I know people already hit the panic button. Arch Manning hasn't looked the part so far. But you look at the 2 losses for Texas. They went on the road week 1 against Ohio State, lost to a very good Buckeyes defense, and they got Florida at the absolute wrong time with extra time to prepare. The Gators season kind of hanging in the balance, and we've seen this from Sunbelt Billy in the past. When he's backed into a corner like a caged animal, that's when Florida is at their best. You guys know how I operate here. When nobody wants a part of a team like this, that's where I jump in. It's just a question about timing the market and when I want to back Texas. Of course, we saw the news break about Mateer wanting to play. But look, you guys have been around sports long enough. If I'm Oklahoma and I really believe that Mateer is going to play, why am I sharing that information publicly early in the week unless I want Texas to have to prepare for 2 different quarterbacks? If anything, I'm going to a closed practice. I'm not telling anybody exactly what Mateer looks like, and I'm going to surprise Texas with his availability on game day. So in my opinion, this is a little game of poker, and I think if Mateer is out there at 50%, 100%. 17 days it'll be removed from hand surgery on his throwing hand. There's reason for reservations. You can't go in expecting him to be 100% against this Longhorns defense. I think it's Texas all day here. It's just a question of when you get into the betting market, betting them at pick or -1 right now, or hoping Mateer gets upgraded on game day and maybe even have a chance to grab +1.5.
I agree with you on that, Tom Father, too, for the simple fact that when they got everybody off Venables back last year, it was in this same game. And I think it's the same thing that's going to happen for Sark in this game, too, as far as Texas being able to have his back and get the media and everybody off his back quit asking questions. Go on.
Look, Slate, this is an elimination game for Texas. You drop this game this early in the season, 9-3, even if they were to run the table, you're not getting into the college football playoff. And I think that raises major red flags. I get Oklahoma wanting to try and rush Mateer back and have him available for this game. And this may be a little bit of a loser mentality, but I'll be honest. I'm not playing Mateer in this spot against Texas if I don't have to. And the reason I say that is because if I can give him another week to heal up, when we go take our resume as OU to the playoff committee, you can get an asterisk for this loss to Texas if you don't have your starting quarterback. If Mateer goes out there, plays, and they lose this game and he gets further dinged up, I mean, road trips to Columbia to take on South Carolina, home date against Ole Miss, a road trip to Tennessee, Alabama, Missouri, and LSU down the stretch, you could essentially end your season by trying to get Mateer back out there under center if he's not 100%.
Well, speaking of Tennessee, let's jump on up there to Rocky Top. They got these little pigs with hogs coming up there. They ain't even got the big hog at the helm no more. Pig Pittman, he's gone. So guess what, man? We ain't coming up here to play no games, Top Father. To me, I'm going to be honest. You know I value everything you say. I really don't care what you say this time. It's Tennessee by a million.
This is a game that I'm not getting involved in here. And the reason I say that is because I can see it playing out a variety of different ways. I mean, we've seen Tennessee, when a defense can't provide much in the way of resistance, they can run downhill as well as any team in college football. But you're going to get an Arkansas team that's had an opportunity to do a little bit of soul searching. And the one thing we saw from Bobby Petrino, he didn't waste any time parting ways with pretty much everybody on that defensive staff, knowing how porous that stop unit has been. But Bobby's also been known to be a master motivator, and he can get in these kids' ears and tell them, hey, look, you have a chance to play for your next contract, whether it be here or elsewhere going forward. We've seen that new coach or the fired coach bump apply to a lot of these programs around the country already. UCLA has looked a little bit more buttoned up. Virginia Tech played a little better football after they parted ways. And I think you're going to get Arkansas's best. If that's good enough to win and cover in this spot, I'm not quite sure. But this is stay-away territory for me. I mean, there's a reason this number is kind of hanging around in no man's land, just shy of that 2-touchdown threshold.
We did have a little trash talk coming out of the Arkansas locker room today. They have a great defense, but a lot of holes in their defense, so it's going to be a fun game. That's Arkansas running back Mike Washington to the media today. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, look, the bottom line is this for Arkansas. There's a lot of teams in college football that would have struggled and given up crooked numbers to the last three opponents they played before Sam Pittman was given his walking papers against Ole Miss, Memphis, and Notre Dame. But on the flip side of things, how differently we'd view Arkansas in this game would be a full 180. If they don't fumble in Oxford and beat Ole Miss, and they don't fumble inside the 10 against Memphis, there's a legitimate case to be made that Arkansas is 4-1 coming into this game, and you're able to lay 7.5, 8 with Tennessee instead of the 12, given that 2-3 record for the Hogs.
Are you buying Texas A&M 7.5 against Florida?
Look, I was impressed by the way that they kind of found another gear in the second half. Looked like they were going through the motions in the first half against Mississippi State. And it was a terrible scheduling spot for the Bulldogs. I mean, they were kind of playing out the stretch. They were a little bit banged up in the trenches, and it really showed up. But this is a game that I think serves as a little bit better litmus test for what Texas A&M's ceiling can be. Florida did take professional money, and I continue to believe that this number could tick down a little bit further to that full field goal range. We saw the over get bet up from 45 to 47. And look, Billy Napier has been a good underdog in the past, but I think the win last week against Texas will have A&M's full attention in this spot. And I just don't see an intangible edge that we can really exploit in this particular matchup. But a tremendous measuring stick game for both of these programs. And I think one of the more under-the-radar games that we're going to see on Saturday about where these teams will stack up with the remainder of their SEC schedules.
One of the best rivalry games around. Georgia, Auburn, baby. Auburn, live underdog here, right?
Yeah, I think they are live underdogs here. They finally get a home game done They finally get a home game against a Power 4 conference opponent after a brutal start to the season that saw them go on the road to Waco, on the road in Norman against Oklahoma, and on the road at College Station, all in the span of a month. The bye came at the right time, an opportunity to kind of hit the reset button. And while I won't say it's apples to apples for where Auburn sits right now, this game reminds me a lot of the spot Florida was in last week, and everybody kind of writes them off for dead. You have a chance to do some self-scouting and figure things out against a Georgia defense that, look, quite frankly, isn't nearly what they were in the past. I think Auburn's going to be able to move the football a little bit more effectively on the ground. The passing game will look more dynamic. And if Auburn can sell out and continue to stop the run, I'm not sure Gunnar Stockton can do it on his own in the passing game. You know, if I'm looking to buy stock in an SEC team that now has a favorable schedule going forward, Auburn would be that team. They can quickly spin this season around with an upset win against Georgia this weekend and an opportunity to knock off Missouri next week. Suddenly 2-2 in the SEC with games against Arkansas, Kentucky, and at Vandy look a little bit more manageable than if they were to go into that stretch at 0-4 in league play.
Love it. South Carolina at number 11, LSU. And I don't know if people have looked at South Carolina's schedule, but their next 5 games are against the top 11, starting with this matchup against LSU. LSU with tons of holes, though, Todd. How do we evaluate them?
Yeah, you mentioned South Carolina's schedule, and it's going to do them no favors for a team that comes into this game at 3-2. I know we talked before the year and said, look, there was a reason that South Carolina, despite being, acclaimed as a team to be a dark horse in the SEC, Lenora Sellers being an outside candidate to win the Heisman Trophy, their win total was sitting at 7.5. And you look at what they have in front of them, they're going to have to work for every inch of those potential 8 wins. Now, they did take money for this Saturday's matchup, and I think that has as much to do with some of the things that you mentioned, Brent. This LSU offense doesn't really scare anybody, and do you have the confidence laying more than a touchdown in this spot against a team where the over-under for the game sits at 44? So South Carolina was a buy-on team at +10. I didn't quite get there myself, but there is no chance that I'm running to the window to lay more than a touchdown with LSU, given what I have, or I guess I should say haven't seen from their ground game. And Garrett Nussmeier looks like a shell of himself, quickly playing himself out of the first round, almost a Quinn Ewers-type drop. Maybe not to the 7th round, but if he doesn't pick it up or look a little crisper, I can't see him going in the first day of the draft.
Wow.
Well, going to Eugene. What about Eugene? Can what is it, Signetti? Can he take his Heisman hopeful up there and just wreck the dreams in Eugene?
It's 7.5. I thought it would be more.
Slay, I'm proud of you. Did you practice the pronunciation of that name in the mirror before the show started today so you could get that right, unlike some of the baseball players out there?
I did it in my head 2 times while I was talking.
Look at that. Just like a polished broadcaster getting himself ready for college hoops that'll be here before we know it. This game is one of the harder games for me to handicap, and the reason I say that is because we thought that Oregon had kind of asserted themselves as a legitimate national championship contender, and I'm not saying they aren't. But the win at Penn State suddenly doesn't appear to have aged nearly as well as what we thought a couple of weeks ago when we watched Penn State's defense get sliced and diced by the former Tennessee quarterback Nico Imaliava, who put together arguably his best game as a collegiate quarterback last weekend in Westwood. Indiana, since Kirk Signetti took over, has been phenomenal when they punch down in class. When they enter a game as a favorite, they go out there, take care of business, and typically exceed odds makers' expectations. When they've stepped up, and there haven't been many of those games, whether it was the playoff game against Notre Dame last year or going to Columbus to take on Ohio State, it's been a little bit of a different story. So for me, I'm going to be on the sidelines here. Some of the guys that I really respect actually laid a worse price, which is unusual for them, laid 9.5. They didn't think the number was going to sit under 10, and here we are trending towards 7. I'm going to need another data point from the Ducks to officially rubber stamp them, but let's see what Fernando Mendoza and company can do. Selfishly for me, I'd love Indiana to pull off the outright upset and give a little bit of life back to my Oregon Ducks regular season win total under 10.5 since Penn State let me down.
Real quick, talking about Oregon and talking about Penn State, what did you learn about Penn State?
That James Franklin has never lost games like that. And that was the one thing you would count on for James Franklin, that if they were the better team, he would at least have his group prepared. They weren't prepared from the opening kickoff, and they just don't appear to be pulling in the same direction, whether it's an offensive scheme that doesn't fit their starting quarterback style. But I think it's a major red flag, and you look at Penn State's upcoming schedule and what they have in front of them, their path to the postseason looks to be extremely daunting. And there's a reason. The implied probability, if you believe the betting markets, of Penn State making that 12-team college football playoff is about 16%. I'm not sure any of us thought that there was a scenario where Texas, Clemson, and Penn State may all find themselves on the outside looking in when it came to the postseason.
3HL Sporting betting window is open. Todd Furman, our guy in Vegas. Any college football games?
Slade, you give me my injury update yet?
Hold on, Todd. I'm working on it. Hold on. I got to go underground for that, man.
He hasn't moved.
I don't care who you got to talk to. I don't care who you got to talk to. You know, there's some members of this Holy Trinity over there that are good about getting information. And Slade, you got to earn your keep a little bit, my friend.
I have it by the end of this segment.
All right, there we go. Now we're talking.
That's right. He did get distracted.
Yep.
Yeah, that doesn't shock me.
There was a guy
I figured it had to be a sweet. I figured it had to be a sweet treat if Slade was taking his eye off the ball. A little bit of chocolate cake, a little bit of something else that they're putting in front of him. In terms of other games that have caught my eye, you're gonna have to stay up late for this one in the islands. Bet Utah State money line. Right around even money. Have no problem if folks want to lay minus $1.10. It looks like Bryson Barnes will be back under center for the Aggies. And I know Vandy fans saw this team up close and personal. You look at what Utah State has had to play schedule-wise. Lost to A&M on the road, lost to Vandy. I think that's what gets you battle-tested when you've had 2 weeks to prepare for a trip to Hawaii. Timmy Chang's group, in my opinion, one of the more surprising results against Air Force. But this feels like a coaching mismatch. Bronco Mendenhall has already turned this Utah State program around, much like he was able to do in Albuquerque last year with New Mexico. I think Utah State gets a big-time road win Saturday night at about 11 o'clock Central Time in the Islands. I'll take Utah State on the money line.
How about another game out in Arizona? It will be the one that I am at. BYU at Arizona. Kind of a fascinating matchup here.
So, Dawn, I just want to know, I mean, you guys get in for the game in Tucson. You get in on Friday, or, you know, what's the schedule for the weekend look like when you're headed down there?
Yeah, normally I get in Thursdays, but I got to drop a kid off in Atlanta, so I will get in early Friday morning this week. But normally it's a Thursday when I'm that far away.
All right.
Why?
So
do I need to eat somewhere?
I'm going to send you to a local watering hole. It's one of the more prestigious on-campus watering holes down there in Tucson. And while I haven't been there to have a cocktail in a little while, I still think it's highly regarded, and I say highly regarded loosely speaking, a place called Dirtbags. And what they were known for... And what they were known for when my sister was an undergrad, which feels like an eternity ago, I won't date her on this program, although she sure as hell isn't listening, they were known for rubber ducky shots. And I remember being there at her graduation at 6 a.m., after I had been living out in Vegas for a couple of years already, buying shots for the entire bar. They brought the bill over, and I did a double take because I'd grown so accustomed to paying $12 or $15 a pop like you have to in Nashville and Vegas. And here they are charging $2 a throw. I know with inflation, there's no way the shots are going to be that cheap, but I think Detective Dawn needs to go throw back some rubber ducky shots with Mike Monaco and Kirk Morrison Friday night before Saturday kickoff. Now, in terms of what you'll see on the football field, look, I think Arizona is extremely live as an underdog here. I haven't bet the Wildcats yet, mainly because I want to see if there's an opportunity to grab them +3. BYU, to their credit, has gone out there and taken care of business. Baron Bachmeier has looked the part, and they haven't experienced much in the way of drop-off at the position after the unfortunate offseason circumstances around Jake Retzlaff's availability. But you look at BYU, and I think their resume to date leaves an awful lot to be desired. They haven't exactly taken on a murderer's row of opponents, and what you're seeing right now is the betting market catching up to them over the last couple of weeks. I mean, closed a 7-point favorite on the road in Boulder, won that game by a field goal after spotting Colorado a big lead, followed it up with a 38-24 win against West Virginia, and weren't able to cover that number either. I think this is where BYU gets saddled with their first loss, and the schedule gets significantly more difficult for the Cougars when you look at how things will start on Saturday and games against Utah, Iowa State, and Texas Tech all in succession. I'll take Arizona plus the points, but I'm going to wait as long as possible to see if I can grab a 3.
Todd, it's easy for me and Slade to get it at +3. No problem.
Yeah, I mean, look, you guys can get whatever number you want. You guys live in fantasy land, and you guys adhere to the philosophy of what, you know, a bettor who's now since belly up told me back in the day. You only pay juice when you lose a bet. Yeah, let me tell you, from a PSA standpoint, not a great mentality if you want to be in this business for the long haul, ladies and gents.
You shut your mouth, Todd Father.
Hey, I will say, Todd Father is so good at, like, the, you know, diving into the other stuff that impacts some of these games and all that. My crew every single week the underdog has either covered or won outright.
See, you need to know these
and
things,
a couple of won outright.
That's crazy.
I mean, these are some of the nuggets that go on there. And, I mean, like I texted you early in the week, Don, I'm looking for a yes-no. Will the game go to overtime? I feel that's the other thing that your crew has been synonymous with. At least being on Tucson this week, if there are flights that are delayed, you can take the quick 90-minute trip to Phoenix, and you should be able to find a direct flight. It's not like being in Moscow, Idaho until the wee hours of the morning, knowing that there might be one flight every 96 hours to get you home in time.
That is so accurate. And, yeah, I got a red-eye book, so let's hope the weather holds up.
Todd Furman
well, there's
with
not
us.
going to be snow. I'm going to go on a limb and say there's not going to be snow in the forecast. So I think you'll be able to dodge that bullet. Yeah,
we're good there.
Todd, let's jump into the NFL. The Titans are on a winning streak now. They've won one game in a row. They play in Las Vegas. This line has gone for 5.5. I'm looking at ESPN right now that has it at 3.5. Is that the Brock Bowers thing? Like, what's going on there?
Yeah, I mean, this number has come down a touch. I think there are a lot of questions about who may or may not be available for the Raiders, but I mean, look, for as bad as the Titans have been early on in the season, the Raiders have kind of told them metaphorically, hold my beer, we're going to take it one step further. And that's what we saw last week with a 40-6 loss at the hands of the Indianapolis Colts on the heels of them mismanaging the clock, shall we say, in the waning moments against the Chicago Bears the week before. But this feels like a buy low opportunity for the Raiders, but I just don't like to live in a zip code where I'm laying points with bad football teams. So I haven't gotten anywhere yet. Want to see exactly how that injury report shakes out because they no doubt need a healthy Brock Bowers. I mean, Ashton Genty should have success. But the one thing I will say from the Titans, and the final score notwithstanding, because the sequence of events it took for them to actually win that game outright, still defy all sorts of logic and probability. With the interception, the fumble kicking around, DeMercado deciding that the ball weighed 10,000 pounds and he couldn't carry it across the goal line. But the Titans did have to show a little fight to come back there. And the one thing I saw is that Cam Ward was much better in that game when it came to sack avoidance than what we'd seen over the first couple games of the season. And if you're looking for that ray of hope, he appeared to finally be on the same page as the guy that we thought was going to be the number one wide receiver coming into the year in Calvin Ridley. So maybe that gives them something to build on. At the same time, as a Titans fan, I almost might have preferred if they lost 28-6, hoping that they were going to part ways with their head coach, rip the Band-Aid off, and be able to start from scratch. But here we are now, get forced to endure, and we'll see if the Titans can put together a 2-game winning streak, not only straight up against the spread. All they're going to need is Lou Brown there, peeling one layer off for each subsequent win.
Hang on, I got another guy on the line talking about some white balls.
Yeah,
Major League, baby.
At least if you were going to pull this blank, you could have told me you were from the Yankees.
Yes. All right, what other NFL game you looking at, Todd?
So you mentioned the Arizona Cardinals. That is a game squarely in my crosshairs for this weekend. Want to see exactly what the quarterback situation will look like. Whether we see Kyler Murray, who dealt with a foot injury late in that game, was a little bit mysterious, or Jacoby Brissett gets the nod. I think you kind of wait this thing out. I would love to be able to grab 7.5. Won't have a chance to talk to you guys later in the week, but I still think 7 is a very intriguing buy point for Arizona. The one thing we've seen from the Cardinals, they love to play close games. Even if they don't win them, they're in them. I just wonder what they have left in the tank after 3 heartbreaking contests in a row where they've lost on a last-second field goal. I think the 49ers are an intriguing underdog, catching 3, flying across the country against the Bucs. A little extra time to prepare. The road team actually has the rest advantage in this spot. They should be healthier at the receiver position, and whether it's Mac Jones or Brock Purdy, I don't think it fundamentally changes the handicap much. And, yeah, those are the 2 main games that have caught my eye. I would have tried to clamor and make a case for Kansas City and or the over in the marquee game of the weekend on Sunday night. But look, I'm not going to tell you guys to take the worst of the number. We went over 50.5 in that game. It sits at 53 and bet a little KC money line that now is out to minus $1.40. So not worth chasing those numbers unless they come back in range.
Appreciate it, Todd. Great stuff, man. We'll talk with you next week, brother.
Always a pleasure, guys. Enjoy the game tonight.
See you, Top Father.
You going to text him your baseball parlay?
No,
there are a bunch of games today.
You know what? And I'm just focusing on the Dodgers on that one, though.
Dodgers?
Yep.
I mean, you can just bet them all the way through, right?
Dude, they starting to click at the right time.
Yeah.
It's crazy how they were all through the year and then now.
That's what $1.2 billion roster will do for you.
You better believe you got to live up to it.
That's definitely true. All right, when we come back, Babsy was on the red carpet last night. What?
So much fun.
Oh, he doesn't know if we have it, so I won't tease it. But Babsy did make quite an exit
Yes, he
yesterday,
did.
which we'll talk about next.
Oh,
Right
my
on 104.5 The Zone.
No, Slay made an exit.
Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle, whether you're looking for a car, truck, SUV, or Jeep, new or pre-owned. That is where you need to go. Daniel Gupton and his crew ready to help you out. And if you need an SUV to tailgate, like a lot of people out here, they've got you covered there. Whatever you need, just let them know. They'll point you in the right direction. You take your test drive, go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it will be that easy. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee. Just 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Best vehicle buying experience you will have ever had. You can check out all the deals they have going on in October right online. GuptonMotors.com. All the dealership information is there. Address, phone number, deals they have going on, inventory, new and pre-owned. Huge selection of vehicles. Online, GuptonMotors.com. 24 West Store, Clarksville, exit 35, straight shot into Springfield, Tennessee. And a beautiful, beautiful town and a beautiful, beautiful dealership. And you are beautiful, beautiful people, so you all need each other. 3450 Tom Austin Highway, about 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay broadcasting live from MTSU. They did not cancel classes for the football game today.
Hey, man, listen, professors.
We spoke with a student.
Blasphemy.
Yeah, man, y'all got to do better than that, man. Listen.
Some professors did. You know, our buddy did.
Oh, yeah, he held it down. He's in this building, too, I think.
That's right.
He usually comes and says hi.
It's an ESPN game, professors. Like, some things trump class.
And this is one of them.
This is one of them.
Also, I did want to read this note. It's really nice. Hi, I'm Jim from the Writing Center. I'm a big fan, and I listen to you guys every day. I wanted to come down and hear the show, but the music is too loud.
You're right. You're right, Jim.
He came while the band was playing. Anyway, please accept these commemorative stickers from our 45th anniversary with our mascot, Nerd Lightning,
That's so cool.
as a welcome present from the Writing Center.
Nerd Lightning.
You think Baby Babs would want a Nerd Lightning sticker?
Absolutely. Nerd Lightning is so cool. He's got the, what is that pattern vest on with the bow tie?
Okay, Nerd Lightning.
Argyle. It's an Argyle vest.
Thank you, Mayor. With braces, with glasses. I love
I'm with Nerd
this.
Lightning. I'll take this. I'll accept
Nerd
this.
Lightning is actually pretty cool.
I'll put this on my little folder right here. How about that?
I love it.
Your little Tennessee basketball 3HL folder?
Yeah, buddy.
All right.
Buddy roll.
I do think it's funny when we crack the joke about Todd was like, well, if it can get to 3, then I'll jump on. And I always joke, me and Slade can get to 3 right now.
Yeah, I don't understand how
and then he
can't.
pushes back immediately because he doesn't want y'all doing that. And it's different because he makes his living doing that. And for us, it's an entertainment budget, right?
Yeah.
So
Like
we don't have invested in these things what he does.
So, yeah, I'm just telling you what I need to do, Top Five. I need to be victorious.
Can you imagine making a living on that? That is so stressful.
Oh, my gosh.
No way.
I mean, he's been successful at it every single year he's done it. I think last year was his first year he wasn't, right?
That's wild, yeah.
He, not as successful as he wanted to be, I think.
Right. It's still successful,
Yeah.
I think, but not like super successful.
Well, he spent so much time on it, and he's so freaking smart. So, he memorizes all these things. So, we've done events when he comes in town, and people will be like, it won't even be football season. They'll be like, hey, what do you think about next year? Oregon and Indiana, blah, 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 blah. And he immediately has his power numbers in his head, like Rain Man. And, things change, and he gets different data points. That's why I thought it was interesting. He said we're going to learn a lot about Missouri this weekend, and that's kind of what he's talking about there. He's waiting to see what that game looks like and what Missouri looks like stepping up in competition.
Yeah.
And that helps him move forward. So, interesting. Interesting yesterday, too. Babs had a red carpet event, so she got all dressed up. And then came back in the studio in her black evening gown.
That's right.
With all her bling and her silver shoes. And it's funny that me and Slay both, those are our favorite pair of shoes that you wear.
Yeah.
They're my cage rhinestone shoes.
Yeah.
Those are high.
Yeah, they're like 5.
Mm-hmm.
So Babs walked across.
I was almost as tall as Big Jeff.
So Babs walked across the studio trying to get out, and she had everything in her hands and arms and all kinds of things that she had going on. And so she was trying to get the door open, and Slay was worried about her in the heels trying to get the door open.
I almost fell.
Because it is
multiple times.
It's a heavy door.
Yeah.
Because it's soundproof, so it's heavy. So she's trying to get the door open. So it's real quiet. It's like y'all can go back and watch this on YouTube from yesterday's show.
Oh, my God.
It's in the 4 o'clock segment, 4 p.m. segment. It's like, just matter-of-factly, all S-bomb.
Yeah.
You've never done that on the show in
froze.
5 years.
I think you did it once.
I think it might have been once.
Yeah.
I
was dying. I'm like, oh my gosh, he just did that.
Yes, cookies and cream too. Thank you.
This is like the candy lady back in the day.
Love this.
There's a candy dish coming across
Halloween.
our table.
This is the thing, though. This is what I was trying to explain to people. Appreciate that.
Trick or treat.
Thank you.
I was watching Babsy, and she had 2 humongous bags on each shoulder. One on each.
It balances
her
her
hands
out.
were full.
Yeah.
Our door is heavy. So I pushed back to get ready to open the door, and all of a sudden she opened it, and she was falling back. I'm like, oh,
Except he said it. So we can
And I
dump
couldn't
it
move.
off the radio, but it's there on YouTube if you want to go back. It was the funniest thing. Like I watched that
my
thing so
gosh.
many times.
I was
And
nervous
I
for my
heard
girl.
it as I was walking out, and I just started dying laughing.
Your
I'm like,
laughter is actually part of what made that so funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it was belly laugh.
Anybody else would allow me to get up and help him with the door. Babs, I knew was going to say, I got this door.
I got this.
I got
Sit
this.
down. What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need your help.
Exactly.
How was the red carpet last night for 911 Nashville? Big Jeff was there?
Awesome. It was amazing. Big Jeff walked the red carpet. I asked him, I'm like, dude, are you in an episode? He said, nah, but I would do it.
Oh, yeah.
So then it was my mission the rest of the night to get him connected to the producers. And then he ended up, Chris O'Donnell is the main fire chief in it. And it's going to be awesome, by the way. Like, tune in. It's Thursday on ABC.
I can't wait.
WKRN. And so I think it's 8 o'clock our time. But anyway, so Chris O'Donnell comes out. So we did the red carpet, and then they had like an after party at the bar upstairs. And so Chris O'Donnell comes out, and I'm chatting with him. You like how I just dropped that? Like,
Oh, yeah, that's
I'm just chatting with Chris
Chatting with
O'Donnell.
Chris.
Like,
That's
we're best friends
That's
now.
a massive flex there.
We-
Son of a woman, man.
Okay, that's what Travis brought up, and you know me, I'm like, I never
He
saw
was
that.
Robin in Batman and Robin.
I knew
remember
that
that.
one.
I
He
That's
remember.
probably doesn't want you to bring
Do
that
we
one
need
up.
to? Do we need to?
I did
Bad.
not.
Do we
Bad
need to
gross
fine
movie.
you for dropping the flex on us like that?
No.
No, we dropping flex.
Dude,
No,
it's
it's
Chris
cele-
O'Donnell.
Like, we're not fighting for that. It's celebrated around here.
Yeah,
I'm allowed
hell
to
yeah.
drop the flex. So anyway,
better.
chat with Chris O'Donnell. So I'm like, oh, hey, here, come meet Big Jeff, right? Like Titans defensive guru, all this. Now, he's a Bears fan, I think. O'Donnell's a Bears fan. So, but anyway, so he was like chatting with him. And then I went over, I was talking to our mayor, and then I came back. But O'Donnell and Big Jeff, O'Donnell's hilarious. He's like, let me see you flex or whatever. Jeff's like, what? You know, I'm like, all right, O'Donnell, you got to get him in.
O'Donnell.
Get him in 911 Nashville so we can watch Big Jeff act. Like, I have to see this, right? And so then he like kind of pushes Jeff or whatever, and he's like, nah, you're soft, man. You're soft. I'm like, do you see how big he is? Like, maybe don't call Big Jeff soft.
That's
So-
defensive player of the year material.
yeah, but it was just a hilarious interaction. So Jeff was awesome. Obviously we just talked a little bit about Nashville, like how much he loves it here and all that. But, I talked to him. It's fun to talk to him outside of a locker room setting because he talks different,
Yeah.
and so we just talked about what he did in the off season, making the decision to work on himself, and he talked a lot about like it was a hard decision because you're choosing to miss OTAs, but he said, I knew that for our team to get better, I had to be the best version of myself possible, and it was just a very insightful, real answer. You can go hear it on my Twitter at Dawn Davenport-TN, but I appreciated hearing it from that matter, and that it was a decision that he didn't take lightly to be away from the team for OTAs to make himself better, and clearly it's paid off. Now he just needs a little help, right?
Man, dominant.
Yeah.
Domination. All right, 5 o'clock hour coming up as we continue to broadcast live from the Grove in Murfreesboro at MTSU. MTSU hosting Missouri State tonight. 3HL powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. 5 o'clock hour coming up. Brian Callahan, you'll hear from him. The quarterback, Cam Ward, you'll hear from him. All coming up. Stay tuned. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Happening, good people. Synergix and Low T Center are the original MVPs of testosterone replacement therapy. What makes them the MVPs? Well, to start, they use pharmaceutical-grade testosterone to increase your testosterone to a level that is just right for you. And did you know that other clinics may compound their testosterone so you don't even know what you're getting or how effective it'll be? Synergix and Low T Center are the real experts that you can trust for quality care. Also, they are the one and only of the providers that accept most major insurances. Other clinics and online services charge you sky-high prices for testing, labs, membership. It goes on and on. But Synergix and Low T Center make it affordable and easy for you to start and stay on treatment. get this, free T-test. You hear that? It's free. And not only men, women as well. So dive into it. Real simple to do. Guys, just imagine how much better you'll feel when you reignite your energy. TRTMVP.com is where you go to get your appointment. TRTMVP.com.
Looking for office space that matches the level of your business? eSpaces just opened 2 new locations. They've got 15 now, including one right here in Murfreesboro. The 2 newest, Cool Springs at Corporate Center, Brentwood at City Park. But again, they have a location in Murfreesboro if you're in this area. 15 locations in Middle Tennessee, 1 near you. Designed for professionals, teams, and entrepreneurs, eSpaces offers private offices, meeting rooms, team suites, and beautifully designed move-in ready spaces with 24/7 access and monthly flexibility. Discover why more businesses are choosing eSpaces, eSpaces.com. Again, that's eSpaces.com. Redefining co-working with exceptional offices for every business. Designed for entrepreneurs, teams, established professionals, featuring private offices, team suites, meeting rooms that are fully equipped, 24/7 access, flexible terms, beautiful professional spaces that are move-in ready. Whether you're looking to scale up or just getting started, eSpaces provides flexibility without compromise. Want to check it out? Tours available now. Reserve your space early. eSpaces.com. Again, that's eSpaces.com.
Good afternoon. It's 5:05. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from MTSU. The Titans return to the practice field today as they prep for their trip to Vegas on Sunday. According to practice reports, J.C. Latham, Bryce Oliver return. No sign of Arden Key, Jeff Simmons, Blake Hance, or James Lynch. Veteran rest days for Tony Pollard, Tyler Lockett, and L'Jarius Sneed. Earlier today, the Titans signed kicker Matthew Wright to the practice squad. Wright has a career field goal percentage of 87.3%, including going 4 for 4 in 2 games with the Titans in 2024. Over in college football, a big reported story happening right now in UNC as Bill Belichick has discussed buyout options with North Carolina's hierarchy. Belichick has signaled a willingness to trigger his own $1 million buyout if he can find a soft landing spot with another team or somewhere in the media. For our foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone, Wednesday edition. We got some Wednesday night football here in Murfreesboro. 3HL is powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, SpringHillAC.com. MTSU hosting Missouri State tonight. Blue Raiders trying to get the first home win of the season.
Need this one.
Need it. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
The F&M Bank chat is open. And some MTSU information. Nick Vadiato is the quarterback, and he's had quite a career here at MTSU. He's played a lot of football games. 1,132 yards, 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions on the season. Ja'Kale Middlebrooks is the running back, 59 carries, 340 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Najee Cox, 24 receptions, 341 yards, and 4 touchdowns. MTSU needs to convert on third down. That's going to be a key tonight. They are number 130 in America, 29.9% success rate. Got to get that done tonight. It is a beautiful night for football. There's no question about that. Again, Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City and in the borough. Dawn Davenport is here.
What up? Happy hump day. It's so nice out here. There should be more people out here because it is just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Music, inflatables, food.
Teachers let them out of class, they would have probably been out here, Babs.
You are all over those poor professors.
Yeah, shame on them.
Just trying to teach kids.
Who needs it?
We don't need to learn on a Wednesday when ESPN's in town.
Slay Dog is here, y'all.
Time for the show.
Bob is here. Alan Kirby is here. The executive producer of 3HL is Zeph. He's here. Zeph, you got some information over there?
I have the Titans injury report.
Zeph was going to land a plane if he didn't get to this Titans injury report.
There are 15 names on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, we ain't doing them regressing.
And now they get to
All we doing.
take another really long flight, so I'm sure that'll help.
Yeah.
So let's start. There are 3 veteran rest guys who did not practice: L'Jarius Sneed, Tony Pollard, and Tyler Lockett. So nothing to be worried about there. Who was limited? J.C. Latham, who returned to practice for the first time since week 1, I believe. Limited with that hip injury, but back at practice. Wide receiver Bryce Oliver returned to practice since injuring his knee, I believe, in week 2 against the Rams. Tyjae Spears limited with that ankle injury. He's still working his way back. And Kevin Winston Jr. limited with a hamstring injury. He was working his way back. The do not practices. Offensive lineman Blake Hance dealing with a shoulder injury. Cornerback Marcus Harris, the rookie, dealing with a calf injury. Wide receiver Van Jefferson did not practice with an ankle injury. He got hurt on a special teamed play against the Cardinals last Sunday. Outside linebacker Arden Key did not practice with a quad injury. He also left Sunday's game early with that injury. James Lynch, defensive lineman, did not practice with the shoulder. Remember, he was on the injury report a lot last week, but did end up playing. Jeffrey Simmons did not practice with an ankle injury. Kicker Joey Sly did not practice with a right calf injury.
They signed a kicker, too.
And James Williams Sr. is on the injury report with a wrist injury, but he was a full go at practice today.
Hey. So
All right.
there's a chance for him.
That's lengthy. Let us know when you get the Raiders.
Yeah,
Very
15
much
days.
so.
That's a lot.
So, again, Rest, Snead, Lockett, Pollard, and I would guess Big Jeff also. But
We do nothing.
limited, J.C. Latham back out there.
Come on, big fella.
You've been calling for this for a while.
Come on, big fella. Or go get healthy. Like, there was no need in teasing us. You know what I'm saying? That we got to look over our shoulder. Latham coming back.
I wonder if he could have gone last week,
He probably could have.
and they were just like, hey,
And
man,
hurt the team, yeah.
Let's
That's what I'm saying.
And hurt the team.
Yeah,
Is that
I'm
what
more
you
worried
said?
about that this week, too. Like,
Well, we were talking to Kirk Morrison with the Raiders color analyst out there, and he said that about Brock Bowers. He was like, at some point, like, he was limiting the offense because he wasn't healthy enough to be able to do
Yup.
what he needed to do, and so
couldn't get down the field.
in that turn, then the defense knew they didn't have to worry about him
Yeah.
deep because he couldn't do it. So is that what you're talking about, hurting the team if you're not 100%
exactly. Like,
for
yeah,
Latham?
Yeah, and then, like, you get a groove and get a rhythm with, of course, like, we would be foolish to think you don't want a player of his caliber out there. But, like, you're risking us having to get the Titans having to get another guy back prepared after he's thinking he's going to say yes and all the backups prepare like they're going to be starters. Air quotation. But this is what I'm telling you. If you can't go, big dog, just go get healthy, man. Like, quit teasing everybody, man. That ain't what it's about. Brock Bowers, same thing. You getting hurt and have to sit for 4 to 5 more weeks is way more hurtful to the team than you going out there, and even if we win the game against Vegas. Way more.
Yeah.
Listen, you lost for the season.
Well, plus, with a hip, that's a delicate thing anyway.
Man,
Like,
I got one.
yeah.
Tell you, this
So, I
bad
mean,
boy
he
delicate.
thought he was good in the first game, and he wasn't.
Exactly.
So,
You see what happened? You see what happened in that second half when he thought he was good. That came off the edge like a track meet. It did.
That's
Man.
very descriptive and accurate.
very descriptive and
and accurate.
Whoa, man.
Tajay Spears are being careful with. Kevin Winston Jr. being careful with. He was out there on special teams last week, too. So good to see him out there. Did not practice again. Blake Hance, Marcus Harris, Van Jefferson, Arden Key, James Lynch, Jeffrey Simmons, Joey Sly, and James Williams. They did sign a kicker today, and it's a former Titan kicker, as a matter of fact. So they had kicker workouts last Tuesday. Man, that game winner, I don't want to go back and watch it. I think you might miss next time I watch it.
Hey,
It was close, bro.
He's definitely off, right?
Yeah, he's pushing the ball to the right.
Maybe it's because of a calf injury. Just saying.
Detective Babs, Dr. Babs.
I believe Bones Fossil said yesterday that on the extra point that he missed, he hit the ground first before he hit the ball.
Oh, I do that in golf all the time.
And he-
Okay.
But I'm not a professional.
You're also, yeah. I mean, that's fine
But I
for
can
you to
relate.
do that in golf. But guess who doesn't do that or
A
never did that?
professional kicker
A
should not hit the
professional
ground.
kicker.
Believe it or not,
Before the ball.
Bones actually compared it to a golf. He says that basically he hit it fat
Yeah.
and took a chunk out of the grass as he swung his legs.
Yeah, we've done the fat
That's
kicker
bizarre.
thing before. I don't want to do that anymore.
Randy,
I love Fat Randy.
you are not allowed to call him fat.
Right.
We do not fat shame on this show.
No, no shame
That's
to
Buck
it.
show, man.
No shame to it.
We
He
do
was-
not use the word
he
fat.
was awesome.
It is an ugly word.
Well,
Let's
we
talk
could-
about
Buck.
yourself. Because I call myself the fat kid to me every time.
Oh,
Oh,
me
yeah.
too. That's
I mean,
me.
I do too. But
Yeah, I just stole 3 puddings over.
When we come back, they have the SEC College Football Coaches Weekly teleconference on Wednesdays. And that used to be one of my job responsibilities when I first got into the business, was to record that and then cut it up and use some of the
really,
audio.
because
Yeah.
usually it's just what do they call it? Scribblers,
Yeah. Well, so
writers.
one coach asked another coach a question today on the SEC teleconference. I'll tell you about it when we come back. If you want in, 615-737-1045. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. Zeph is here. 3HL powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. SpringHillAC.com. United Structural Systems is a foundation repair and waterproofing company that has served the Middle Tennessee area since 1994. If you're having foundation repair or waterproofing issues, these are your guys. USSTN.com is the website. Or you can give them a call, 615-488-7855, USSTN.com. Some of the foundation repair symptoms you may be experiencing when it's hot and dry weather, as it has been for months. Do you notice soil cracking and pulling away from your home, leaving holes or gaps next to the foundation? Maybe your bricks have been cracking, walls bowing, doors, windows sticking, drywall separating, chimneys tilting or leaning. These are all signs of a possible foundation issue. Your house may be trying to tell you something, and I know the weather is turning now, but maybe you've been dealing with these issues and you need some help. USSTN.com. When USS comes to your house, you are getting problem solvers who provide peace of mind to their customers, the homeowner. You're not getting someone who is worried about meeting a sales quota or upselling the next big thing, but someone there to educate you and help you understand what's happening with your home. At USS, their only measure of success is how satisfied the homeowner is, not a closing ratio. But I will tell you, more than 30,000 100% satisfied residential customers. USSTN.com. Homeowners trust USS, keeping homes dry and stable. We guarantee our best. Call USS 615-488-7855 or USSTN.com. 3HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from the Grove on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University. Blue Raiders hosting Missouri State tonight. We're glad to be out here. We're going to be out here a couple more times. MTSU has 3 straight Wednesday games as a part of the Conference USA Wednesday night football schedule. You can catch this game on ESPN2 or come out here. Grove's a fun place, man, with the inflatables, the band, the cheerleaders, the team walking through. They've got a stage where they have music after all that happens. All kinds of booths.
It's awesome.
The peach cobbler guy walked by.
And dropped
Peach
us some
Cobbler
off.
Factory. Jim is the manager there. They also have they have things other than cobbler. I mean,
Yeah, do we have
I'm looking
anything
at
left?
a big A cookie. You're
What
gonna
is
have to
that?
ask Slay.
No.
Cherry
That's
cobbler.
case.
I'm not a fruit pie guy.
What kind of? This is well to do a mystery cookie. What is this? Lemon meringue.
No, it looks like caramel.
Ooh.
Well, I was thinking it was
Do you
peach.
say caramel or caramel?
Because I say caramello, the
Yeah.
candy bar. I'm cool with caramel.
But you say Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, that's totally different. That's a human.
That's a human.
That's a human being, Mayor.
Say, what the hell?
What is Zeph's doing?
Dipping his finger in there.
By the way, speaking of basketball, we didn't hit this yesterday. LeBron's big decision number 2 turned out to be an ad campaign. He teased that he would have something to say using the word decision in a reference to his announcement to join the Heat back in 2010. An ad was released prior to the announcement with LeBron saying, this fall I'm going to be taking my talents to Hennessy VSOP, which I know what Hennessy is, and it's good. I didn't know what VSOP was, so I looked it up. Anybody know?
I don't know, but I guess
Very
the ad
special
worked.
Something
Very is good.
very secretive.
No, you
Very
don't want to be
special.
secretive.
Special.
Superior,
Superior
Which
other
is-
product.
old pale.
That's annoying. That's an annoying ad thing. Oh, big decision coming. Like
yeah.
No,
that's
but
annoying. All of it is. It's.
You know what makes it crazy though, Babsy? Like everybody
It
that
makes me roll my eyes.
no, everybody that bought into like that's the way he would retire. Like
Oh, yeah.
people
why-
going to go buy tickets for the last home game. Like, are y'all crazy?
He ain't retiring.
Come
that way.
on, dog. You think he already made the mistake with the decision the first time?
Yeah.
So you think he's gonna come back with another decision? Like, come on, y'all.
Part
They
of
gotta
that,
be
though,
careful. Hey, people
part
are
of that I
crazy.
put on Jim Gray, though.
But why the way he played it?
Yeah, he just made it so dramatic. And here we
Nah, I
are.
think that was his count, man, drawing it out
Oh,
too.
yeah,
though,
for
you know
sure
what I
that.
mean?
For
But
sure
that ain't the way he gonna go out, dog.
But-
This, come on, man.
That made me look up LeBron's ridiculous career. He's going to be 41 in December. Going into year number 23, he averaged 24.4 points per game last year, which incredibly was his lowest number of his career since his rookie season. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, he's 41.
He shot 51.3% from the floor, which was the 9th best number of his career. This guy. 37.6% from 3. That's the 4th best of his 22-year career. 78.2% from the free throw line, best of his career. 8 rebounds, 8 assists per game. Also had a steal per game, and here comes year number 23. This is year number 8 with the Lakers.
That flew by.
Time flies, man.
That's crazy.
And as long as I'm on yesterday's show sheet and stories we did not mention, Babs' War Damn Eagle is moving its 2026 home game with Baylor to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta as a part of an arrangement with the Affleck kickoff game to provide NIL opportunities for Auburn players.
I love it.
This is the first time this has been done, and it will not be the last. This is an incredible idea. So the Peach Bowl will provide opportunities for promotional appearances for Auburn players, promoting ticket sales and events surrounding the game. Auburn will get 26,645 tickets. Baylor will get the usual road game allotment of 3,000. The game itself will get the rest. But an opportunity there for Auburn's roster to cash in.
Which is good on recruiting.
Yeah, you give up
And
a
maybe
home
we
game.
can find an offensive lineman or two.
So the pushback there is the Auburn season ticket holders are like, wait a minute, we only have 6 home games?
Yeah.
That's the one thing. But
Suck it up for the greater good, guys.
suck it up, Buttercup.
Yep.
Don't need it.
It's the greater good on building a roster.
And right there in Atlanta too. Shoot.
God, if they can get Georgia this weekend. If they can get Georgia.
Zeph, what were you trying to show me from Easton Freeze?
I'll push the points up where I can make sure they get them too.
It was a quote from Pete Carroll on Brock Bowers' status for this upcoming.
What you got?
Okay, Zeph, here we go.
Oh, I just clicked off of that.
Oh, come on,
I got it.
Zach.
I got it. I just pressed the wrong button. Pete Carroll on tight end Brock Bowers today. We're still kind of day-to-day as we're going along this one, trying to make sure that he's ready to come back and stay back.
So basically he said nothing.
So basically he didn't say Jack
No,
Schiano.
that sounds like he's not coming back.
He didn't say crap. Thanks, Pete.
Heads up.
Petey Carroll.
Also, why would you say
doing,
anything?
Petey?
Yeah,
I
you're not
wouldn't.
going to.
I'd be like, check the injury report. We'll
Yeah.
see you Sunday.
On
That's
the
what
week.
every college football coach says.
On the weekly Wednesday SEC College Football Coaches Teleconference, they've been doing these weekly during the season forever on Wednesdays. So all the coaches get like 15 minutes. Reporters call into a line, and they probably do it a little differently now. But anyway.
No, I think it's the same.
Is it?
Yeah.
What sucks, like, in terms of – and this is why we never play any of it, because you get writers that are typing while they're asking questions. So
Yeah.
they never mute their microphones.
No.
I have no idea why they don't do that.
Because
But-
it is basically meant for the scribblers. Is scribblers a derogatory worm?
No.
Word? Word? Sorry, guys. I've been up since like 5 a.m. My brain is not working.
and up late, too.
And
on
I
the
was
red
up
carpet.
late on the red carpet,
Yeah,
so
that was a
I'm
burning
just
candle,
kind of
baby.
a disaster.
Then you got shooed away from 3 different entrances here at MTSU.
I know. I was like, did I forget how to get here? Why?
Also, the definition of a scribbler is this woman right here in this book.
I am a scribbler.
Hey, no, listen.
And nobody can read it.
I can't
but
read
me.
it.
I wish somebody would pay me to try. Like
She would have been great in World War II, you know, like documenting things.
Yeah.
Nobody would be able to read it.
So when
Let's
These German spies, they'd be like,
let's
I'm out
do
of
that
luck, man.
next
I
week.
ain't got
Because
it.
I have both coaches meetings in person on Friday, which means like
Oh, you
it's
gonna
gonna
be all
oh
over.
yeah. So I'll bring
Wow.
my coaches notes back
Please.
for you next week and let you try and
please,
attempt to read it.
It is crazy.
And she only puts like 12 words on a paper, but those 12 words mean like 700 words
She
worth
knows
of things.
every one of them.
And it reminds me of what Coach said. Yep.
Now,
Well-
Pepsi turns her notebook different sides and it, like it's wild.
on today, on today's teleconference, Missouri coach Eli Drinkowitz asked a question of Bama coach Kalen DeBoer.
Oh my gosh.
So Drink was like, "Hey y'all, I got a question." Like so you have to press like 7 or whatever, and Mark Womack used to do this for a long time. R.I.P. Mark, he just passed away a couple days ago. But
It's a huge loss.
yeah, he was a great dude. But anyway, you have to like click in to ask a question. So like the moderator from the SEC is like, "Wait, Eli Drinkowitz has a question?" So his question to Bama coach Kalen DeBoer, they play each other this weekend. He said, "Hey, coach, will you be wearing the black hoodie of death this Saturday in Columbia?" DeBoer responded with, "More than likely."
Oh my
Great
god.
ounce.
These two.
Great ounce.
Oh, I love Drink too.
Yeah. Listen,
That swagger.
None of them
the
shying away
black
from
hoodie
it.
of death.
you said it. You said it 2-3 years ago. Just wait till this guy start winning.
Mm-hmm.
And then the way their schedule shakes out, not to have to go on the road all these games, and man, they're in a perfect spot.
And they've got an amazing running back.
They got a monster at a running back.
monster at running back. I love Prabula.
Yeah. And I didn't say I didn't love him. I didn't know who he was
Nobody
coming into
did.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But boy, you put Drink with a running game. I don't know who his OC is or anything, but give him a running game, man, they're gonna be successful. Every single time they got a running back.
That Hardy dude, man.
No, he's
gonna have a big game against Alabama too, because they struggle against the run.
yeah, he's a problem. That man
I just don't know why
hard.
Vanderbilt went away from it. Vanderbilt was number 3 in the SEC in rushing going into the Alabama game, and Alabama is like literally last in like all of the statistical categories on defense in terms of rushing defense. And Vanderbilt's 3-headed running back monster that everybody over there talks about being like maybe the best running back group in the history of the school and all this stuff had 6 carries.
But how much?
And one of them was a 65-yard touchdown
That's right.
in the first quarter.
Was that outthinking it, or was that
I don't know. They had-
Alabama defensively handling
See,
it?
I was gonna wonder like how much RPO are they running, and how much was
So maybe Alabama was dictating it on defense,
Diego,
Yeah.
even though they're not
taking it
very
out.
good.
Yeah.
Because Vandy, what did Chris Lowe say? Vandy had 118 yards rushing in the first quarter,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then like nothing the rest of the
Nothing.
game.
Adjustments and all of that, yeah.
Yep.
By the way, Missouri's offensive coordinator is Kirby Moore. It's Kellen Moore's.
Oh, really? Quarterback, Kellen
Brother.
Moore. No, Kellen Moore?
Yeah.
No.
Right?
Boise State quarterback,
So,
Kellen
yeah,
Moore.
there you go.
Yeah.
He was with the
Orleans-
Cowboys.
Put it
forever.
together.
New
That's why you
Orleans
need
Saints
3
head
people.
Coach Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you need 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
4 people, Brazil.
Put it all
There you go.
together.
There you go.
Good job, Seth.
Did we ever figure out what that cookie was over there?
It's like caramel something.
I freaking told y'all.
You know Babsy knows the sweets.
I mean, come on.
Another story in the college game. Stanford received a $50 million donation for football. It's the largest individual gift in Stanford football history, and it is completely tied to football, not a building, not facility projects. Football. Bradford M. Freeman. You know a guy donating $50 million is going to have that M period, you know.
I don't care what it is. You
got that middle initial, man.
Put that initial on there, baby. We got to make it sound real good.
It's not just Brad Freeman.
No,
It's Bradford M. Freeman.
Yeah, Brad to his partners. But so this is all to players. So you telling me, Bob. So you telling me that go get the best of the best. What is Stanford like, y'all? That's what I've never been out there. They were recruiting me heavy coming out of high school. And
Stanford?
Yeah, I almost went because I was
Really?
I was a huge fan of what's my man name? Point guard, last name Lee, number 11. It was back in the day. God, man. Him and Brevin Knight were out there.
Brevin Knight,
But
yeah.
man, I was a big fan of them. And
Was Brandon Knight Brevin Knight's brother?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so watching them play, dog, I was like,
Thomas
dude.
Lee? No, that's not it.
Oh, Thomas
He was
Lee.
a point guard. He was a point
He
guard.
sounds like a guy that gave speeches back
He was
in
doing
the
my year.
Revolutionary War.
But they were good then. You know what I mean? They had Mad Dog. You know what I mean? They made a nice run in the tournament during them years.
Could you imagine having to deal with that academic schedule?
No,
And this is
I
not a
wouldn't. I
knock
wouldn't.
on you.
No, I wouldn't. Yes,
No,
it is.
My dad told me I couldn't even apply it, dude, because he was like, "You can't
Listen,
handle
Babsy,
it." Like,
You can't handle, dude.
yeah, you
I
don't.
was
You don't
going to-
want that.
Slay, remember?
Arthur Lee, that's right.
Arthur Lee. Slay went to NBA for a second.
Yeah, and the
Remember?
reason I left is because they came and set that big stack of books.
Right.
Talking about this is summer reading. This ain't no. What's a summer reading? Who? What? Who? And why?
Yeah.
Why am I summer reading?
Every day I'm going to be in
Yeah,
the
man,
gym.
there's plenty of libraries and stuff that I can go to. Why I need your books? I'm cool. Like, no, So, but I did want to see the campus and everything. Like, I would imagine it's pretty dope out there. That's far away, though, boy.
Palo Alto.
Yeah, that's a long, long way.
Tiger Woods said it was beautiful.
I bet.
Okay, so the bigger conversation here. Sorry, you're
No, good
terrible.
job.
The bigger conversation, though, is how a donation like that can completely transcend your program. I look at Virginia; they had 2 anonymous. Coach Tony Elliott tells us like he still doesn't know who donated the money, but it was a similar thing
That's
that,
crazy.
and they actually utilized it. One of the anonymous donations they utilized for nutrition, food, all of that. But those are the things that completely change your
Yes.
program. It wasn't just transfer portal, NIL, whatever. It's stuff like that takes you to the next level of maybe where some of these teams are missing. And that's what you can do with these donations.
That's exactly what's missing. So, from an anonymous source, a good buddy of mine, this is.
We love anonymous.
I've always wanted to say that since you just said anonymous.
That was great.
You know, let me just throw that
I
out
think
there.
that's the first time I've ever heard you say
Yeah,
that.
You've never said that. You're
I ain't
always
never had
like my
one.
partner.
Yeah, and then y'all always make me tell. Like, you got to tell it now. So I'm just saying anonymous. That way I ain't got to tell. But, like, people that transferred in to UT, like, that's what they were talking about. Going to see, and this sounds crazy because they had this stuff when I was in school. But seeing the nutrition bar, all of the facilities, seeing the cold tubs, steam rooms, the training facility, the weight room, 2 floors, all of this, they were like, man, one guy that transferred in, his exact words were, dang, we get to eat all this food free? He was like, dude, where you just came from, what are you talking about? They was like, dog, we had to pay for our food like this.
Oh.
We didn't get to eat like this.
What?
It's a football player at a Power
Lord
4
have mercy.
program, dog.
What?
Yeah, that's
Like, so,
crazy.
SEC is
wherever that is, it's
SEC
behind,
is different.
baby.
So I say that to say
But it's
ACC,
also
look at him, what they
nutrition.
feeding into.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
exactly.
that should have been done.
And it's
know what I'm
nutrition
saying?
of being able to monitor too,
Bingo.
to help these players
Yes.
be the best part of themselves on top of the nutrition part of it,
Yep.
but that takes time and money
It
and
does.
hiring the right nutrition specialist to be able to do that and cater to each different player because everybody's different.
Everybody, guess what, Baz? What I tell them, come to the SEC.
Yeah.
Like, it's like if you go to SEC schools, it is different than these other places. Maybe not the Ohio States, the Michigans, all of these schools, but the other ones that's in these big conferences, man, they ain't got it. Like, we spoiled down here. Like, up there at UT, man, everybody damn near has their individualized menu for nutrition.
They do.
That's nuts to a person that's paying for their own food.
Because this guy needs whatever he needs in the smoothie. This
he
guy
needs something totally different.
Like in the smoothie. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. When he said that, I was sitting there like, what? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Like, this ain't no slouch player. Like, this is a dog. So, yeah, man, it's a big difference. So what Babs is saying is that's spot on.
Those kind of donations help you do the little stuff that makes such a big difference.
And you got a guy at the helm that knows how to handle it, who's seen
exactly, who knows what a pro looks like. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely knows what a pro wants.
I
knew you were going to do that. I was like, don't say it, Davenport. Don't give him an opportunity.
As soon as I was going to try to escape.
What a pro needs.
Oh, my gosh. I hate you, Ross.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. 3HL Wednesday edition, Hump Day edition. Look at Kirby over there.
Hey,
broadcasting live from MTSU. MTSU, Missouri State. Babs walked right into that one. I'll let her do it, too. I could see it coming.
Did you see on my face where I was like,
I could see it
I'm already down this road.
But you had to finish the sentence.
I did.
And then Slay knows me better than anybody.
I was like, come on.
3HL powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, SpringHillAC.com. We come back, 3HL bingo card. You got a Dodgers parlay coming up.
You know what?
He can't even pronounce their names.
No, but he can win money.
We'll be right back. I've got an important message from our good friends at Bart Durham Injury Law. Go ahead and get their number into your phone, 615-242-9000. The message is that some lawyers chase ambulances. They'll do anything to get your attention, but not Blair Durham and his team. If someone calls you after a wreck, they are breaking the law. That's right. There are lawyers breaking the law. Marine veteran Blair and the team at Bart Durham Injury Law do not play those games. When you make the call, they answer. 615-242-9000. That's 615-242-9000. They're local, trusted, and ready to fight for you. No gimmicks, just a team that's on your side from the start. Again, get Blair's number into your phone, 615-242-9000. If you or someone you love is ever in a wreck, remember the number, and it's hard to remember numbers. That's why I keep telling you to get it in your phone, because that's the easiest way to get it done. That way, if something, God forbid, happens, then you are ready to go and ready to set the process in motion. 615-242-9000. That's 615-242-9000. Local, trusted, and ready to fight for you. Bart Durham Injury Law.
I want to tell you about honesty. And if you're talking about honesty when it comes to dealerships, then we're talking about Two Rivers Ford. Honesty means everything, especially when you're buying a vehicle. And that's why I buy my new Fords from Two Rivers Ford. My truck, Hubs, has an Explorer. Two Rivers Ford has real deals, and what I mean by that is that the best price is clearly marked on their website, on their window sticker. You don't have to fill out some form with your info to get the best price. You don't have to do anything. Just, be like, hey, I like this car. Let me look at the sticker on it. Unlike other dealers, Two Rivers Ford never adds accessories or service plans in order for you to have to purchase to get the best deal. Two Rivers Ford, the best clearly marked price, always available, always accessible, and always real. Now, obviously, you want extra accessories or warranties, you can request to purchase them, but honesty is always the best policy for Two Rivers Ford, which is why they are the South's most trusted Ford dealer. So, for best price and a real deal, go to Two Rivers Ford in Mount Juliet. Visit them online, tworiversford.com, or call their non-commissioned sales team, toll free. Easy number to remember, 800-900-1000.
3HL powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, SpringHillAC.com at the Grove at MTSU. What's up, brother?
Hi.
Blue Raiders hosting Missouri State tonight. And Todd Farman. Is he a farmer? Todd Farmer? Todd would make, like, literally the worst farmer in the history of farmers. Todd Furman said, if Missouri State's quarterback does not go tonight, big difference. Go Blue Raiders.
Huge difference.
Yeah. So that's coming up 6:30.
Slay's trying to get that info for you.
No, Slay's got the parlay. He's going to do another baseball. So we won last night, right, Slay Dog?
Yes, we did.
We won last night. And it was, a lot of stuff happened early. Like Vlad Guerrero got a hit. Judge got a hit. The only problem at that point was, like, we needed Chisholm to get a hit. The only problem at that point was the Yankees trailed 6-1, and we had the Yankees winning money line. And then Aaron Judge came up down 3 and put one off the why do they call it the foul pole? It's the fair pole. Because if it hits the pole, it's fair.
Yeah, they don't know. They just
right.
No,
They're just
stop
excited.
complicating
They're
things.
just excited.
It's like when Marv
It's not
Albert.
the fair pole.
It is. It should be the fair
That's
pole.
lame.
Fair pole.
It should be the fair pole because it's fair if you hit it.
No, but it's foul if you're on the other side of the foul pole.
Well, then it's the other side of the foul pole. It's
That
the other.
is- Mayor, this is you just being crazy.
It's foul on the other side of the fair pole.
You know what? Your take on this is foul. That's what I have to say.
You know what else I have a problem with that you're going to think is foul, and I've mentioned this maybe one other time. It drives me crazy when basketball announcers say from way downtown because you're not shooting downtown. Like, the basket is technically downtown if you think about it.
Yeah, so
You're
it's
shooting
way
from
downtown.
No, you're shooting from the suburbs, right? Doesn't that make sense? You're shooting
Slay.
from outside of town.
I'm gonna let Slay handle this
Because guess
one.
what?
No, he's thinking.
It's two goals on the court. So they can't have two downtowns.
There are two downtown.
Downtown is the center, so you closer to downtown, so you shooting by downtown.
But wouldn't it make sense for the basket?
way downtown.
Like if the basket were that
makes
tree,
sense.
and I'm shooting from way out here, I'm
Yeah.
shooting from the suburbs.
Yeah, but there's another one down there.
Yeah, but when I turn around, I shoot from these suburbs.
See,
It's still the same suburb.
You're only
You
you're
playing
only
in two different cities.
You're only thinking of the court as half. Like you're only thinking of one half the court. You're
Also,
thinking of the court.
I was thinking about this
Mayor's
today.
always said this, and I'm like, I'm not even
'Cause Marv Albert
entertaining
used to-
this conversation with you.
Way downtown. Yes. Ewing, yes.
Yeah, it's money.
I was thinking about this today. This is going to drive y'all crazy. Who is the first guy that decided, hey, man, that cow over there, I'll bet I can drink out of that cow and it's good? Like, who's the first guy that decided that?
Where is
Country
your
boy.
brain
Yeah.
today?
Well, yours in it, man.
This is so random.
He out there in the birds.
There was
and
a
in the
first
country.
guy that decided that big, ugly animal is going to put out something great to drink.
Well, who said I'm going to smash
Out of its
grapes and
teeth.
turn it into wine?
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Plus, you got to ferment it.
Yeah.
You got to make it old.
I mean, it's a whole process.
Make some old grapes.
Babs, you're right there with me.
Y'all both crazy, man.
Don't you drag me to your level. Don't
Three-
drag me to your craziness.
3HL bingo card happened during a break. I said, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Can y'all grab it if I'm not back?
Like what?
And I didn't mean anything by it. I didn't even know. I didn't even think about it. And then
Slay was like, come
Slay,
on.
mayor.
Yeah.
Can't say that.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
So, anyway, luckily for everyone, I was back on time.
See,
By the way, the baseball parlay thing hit last night.
come on, y'all. Talk to the people. The people want to know.
$50 got you what? Like $193 or something?
Oh, I can know. I'll tell you exactly.
$195, I think is what
No, hey, no.
Did Alyssa bet on it?
$50 get you $247.
$247.
Yeah, come on, y'all.
You upped it because it was $195 yesterday when you were talking about it.
No.
He
you bet on-
he did a profit boost.
That's what it was.
Ow.
Plus
My ankle
$394.
hurts.
No profit boost today, though, so we just got to go all in and just get this money. And I'm ready. I got two of them.
Why did God give us ankle pain?
Because you get the parlay. They take
All
the
right,
pain
parlay.
away.
You got two parlays?
Yes.
For baseball?
Absolutely.
All right, Babs, listen closely.
Okay.
Hit it, Ross Johnston.
Gay. She goes, gay. Do you say ride or die, or do you say ride to die?
Ride or
Right
die.
or right.
Because if you don't ride with him, well, you're not eating.
Yeah. If you don't ride with Slay, can't help you.
All right, y'all. So it's up to you all.
All right.
Which one you want? You want the big boy money ball?
Yeah, that one.
Or you want the little daddy
No,
guaranteed money ball?
I want the big one.
Guaranteed money ball.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want guaranteed.
Okay, we're going to go with Babsy first.
Show me Brad Pitt.
Here it is. Shohei Ohtani to record a hit. The great Mookie Betts to record a hit. Ohtani to get 2 total bases. Freddie Freeman to record a hit. Dodgers -1.5.
Ooh.
Yeah, buddy.
I was all with it till the very end.
At
So
home,
not only are they going to sweep
home,
Philly, but they're going
close it out.
to
They're going to
beat
close it
them
out.
big.
Have you been watching them in the playoffs?
Yes.
You watch them get cranked
Yes.
up for this?
Yes.
Clayton Kershaw on his little roundabout, like, hey, y'all, I'm
Hey,
out of here. This is it.
As I say,
Okay.
So Ohtani a hit, Betts a hit, Freeman a hit, Dodgers -1.5, Ohtani 2 or more total bases.
Yep. Now you ready for the big boy? Let's go get the money. Like, let's pay some rent. Let's pay car notes. Let's pay mortgages. Let's go put little babies through school. Like this one right here.
Like,
Y'all ready
can
for
we
this
get a ticket on the airplane with Dawn to go to
It's
Arizona?
gonna be tough to get a plane ticket.
Okay.
You know what I mean? With the government shutdown and stuff. We don't really
Yeah.
Don't remind me.
Are you worried about
Hey, boy,
that?
Yes, I
guess
am.
you should be.
Air traffic controllers, man.
Ooh-wee. So, all right, here we go. First, started off Dodgers money line. Boom. How you say buddy name right here? Kyle Schwarber.
Schwarber. Kyle Schwarber.
There you go.
He's also known as Schwarbaum.
Yeah.
Or
He hits-
Schwarbs.
That's why we got him
Because he
recording.
hits
Schwarbar.
That's why
I
we
like
got.
home run.
that's
I
why-
like Schwarbar.
That's why we got
You
him
don't
recording
know
here.
his name?
Yeah, just sometimes, Babs. You know,
Oh my gosh! This is who you're taking baseball advice, betting advice from.
It's
People,
slips-
you
Hang
don't
on,
even know
Babs.
Schwarber.
You're getting in the way of the big boy
It
bet.
slips my mind sometimes, Babs. Schwarber.
Schwarber.
Oh my god!
Schwarber.
Schwarbs.
One word.
Schwarber
Schwarbs.
to
There you
record a hit, y'all.
Hit.
Kyle record a hit.
Oh man!
Schwarbar.
Ohtani 2+ hits.
Oh.
Ohtani to record an RBI. Yomamoto 6+ strikeouts.
Say his full name.
Yoshi Yomamoto.
Okay.
They don't call him his first name the whole thing.
I wanted you to say
No,
Yoshi.
that's
I wanted you to
I
say
gotta
Yoshi.
call him with it. Listen, I gotta call him what his teammates call him.
What is
You know what I
Yamamoto doing?
mean?
He's
6+
taking-
strikeouts.
6+. Whoa. Okay.
Oh no, he don't on the deck. This how good this bet is. Listen to this. Listen to this to me. You can only start at 5 strikeouts. That's how they know how much of a heater you gonna be on. You hear me? Now I'm gonna get you some money if you listen, yo. Moneyline Dodgers.
Yeah.
And see
Schwarbar.
everybody on the camera can see Babsy. She's taking notes. That's what I love. No, stop. Get back. Hey, lady. Dodgers money line. Type it in. Make your bets, Babs. We getting paid on this. See that one right there? Get $50. You want me to tell you what to get you?
What does $50 get you? Make you holler?
480, 349, Zephyr. Boy, you and the list could eat all of the Cracker Barrel that y'all want to.
I don't want to Cracker Barrel.
Have you been to Cracker Barrel since you got fired?
His is uphill. I passed it coming in.
Oh, you always
okay.
pass
Okay.
one.
I didn't get fired, and no, I've not been back.
You want me to stop by there and tell them you want your job back?
No. Apparently, a few weeks ago, they did all-you-can-eat pancakes for one day.
What?
It was
Whoa.
just for one day.
Why you
Also,
didn't tell nobody, Zephyr?
I didn't know until the end of the day.
Well, that's poor marketing.
Also, apparently, if you wear a football jersey into Cracker Barrel, you get a free side of pancakes.
Why do you know all this?
Yeah.
You don't even work there.
I have friends that still work there.
Oh. What about Keith? You
A
talked to
football
Keith?
jersey.
He was the one who told me.
pancakes.
Oh, Keith. He's talked to Keith.
That's real. I respect
Does
that.
Keith want you back?
No. I think Keith's ready to be done
What's
with
he
Cracker
out
Barrel
time again?
after all that drama.
Oh man.
Ross, don't worry, dude. We got plenty of time.
Here it is. Cracker Barrel calls itself the unofficial sponsor of the Pancake Block, and to honor the football move, people who wear their favorite team's jersey or bring a same-game ticket will get free side of pancakes with an entree
What's the
purchase throughout the
same-game
entire
ticket?
month of October.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
you
all
have
the-
to
So if you
go
go
to
on-
an actual game.
Like on,
Like all the MTSU people here.
so on Sunday, if you go to the Titans game and then afterwards you're like,
in
I want
Las
the
Vegas.
I don't know. And there's Cracker Barrel.
Maybe
Vegas,
get back in
New York.
time, yeah.
All right.
24
Does
hours.
Vegas have Cracker Barrels?
No, you got 24 hours to get back
I
here.
don't think so.
Vegas has lots of things. I don't know if they have Cracker Barrel.
They have a whole lot of things.
Yes, they do. We'll be back at it tomorrow. It always feels like it's Thursday on this show. Greg Cosell will walk through some film study with the Titans win against Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
Also, big savagery, Ramon Foster.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be complaining about, people I say are dead that aren't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes,
Did
That happened yesterday.
Got
Oh,
killing
wow.
people, y'all.
Not a surprise. It happens often
doesn't.
with Mayor.
Yesterday was definitely a show.
Yeah, it was. Big Savagery, Ramon Foster will join us. Friday, Mark Mariani will be in studio.
Moonshine.
And, MTSU, Missouri State, 6:30 tonight on ESPN2.
Hey,
Looking forward to that.
get it on.
Appreciate you guys including us in your day and in your lives. Look at her.
Oh, she's ready.
She looks like either Greta Garbo or Helen Keller. We do not take it for granted, nor do
I
we
was
take
going
it
to say
lightly.
Hollywood superstar, but, whatever.
Greta Garbo. Good night. God bless.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be you unless you were MTSU getting a win tonight.
Whoop, whoop.